Hello everybody and welcome to Roll Together RPG and to the next episode of our Chronicles of Aeodrun Awakening series. My name is Josh, I use he, him pronouns and I shall be your game master for tonight. And as you can see, I am joined by some absolutely adorable people who are going to introduce themselves now, their characters and how they might be feeling after the last session. I'm going to start off with Nat.
Hi, I'm Nat. I use she, her pronouns, as does my character, Elodie Fogg. Blood Hunter Artificer, Angel Blessed, just regular human gal. She doesn't have a shadow anymore. It was fine, she did science and all her darkness is left. That sounds like a good thing. It's not. And now she went and suggested more science, and it's really not gone well. And now she may feel responsible for the death of one of her good friends. It's fine?
Everything's fine. Moving swiftly on, Talia.
Hi, Talia here. She, her pronouns, as is Visenya. This one name like Beyonce, Visenya. Absolutely. Redemption, Paladin, Celestial, Warlock. What is her adjective? Her adjective, as always, is stressed. But also, I feel it's a t-shirt. But also, she's met a grandmother now. She's got biological family. She's got an elder sister who has really bad taste in women.
And is absolutely terrible at tactics as well. Anyway, moving.
Tactics. And her friend has died. This is like, okay, bio family, but also chosen family. Oh, it was a good decision. Now she needs to try and fix the consequences.
Moving swiftly on, we have some sponsors and supporters to thank because I'm not letting Tom introduce himself because he's dead.
I'm a cadaver.
Shut up and go away.
No, Tom, introduce yourself.
Hello, Tom, he, him, living, playing, played, will play, has played, Bram, cadaver. Sacrificed himself to get great evil out of his tum-tum, now is just rotting away.
So you now, because he's Abraham, are you now Abram Cadabra? Cadabra. Abram Cadabra.
I'm glad you've had some time.
He's reached his final form now. He's now Alakazam.
I'm just holding spoons. I'm glad you've had time to work on that, Nat. I'm glad when we're coming to the funeral, you'll be able to give the speech.
Wait, just hold on. Abram, Adaver, bear with me. Abram.
Elodie flips the card over and the rest are blank and Bram certainly had family and also had had one hat and one scarf.
There will be no funeral if Vess has anything to say about it.
Oh my god, you're just going to throw my body off a cliff? Vess, come on.
It makes sense.
Hey, you're in a temple of fire.
No, we'll just put him in the lava.
Yeah.
Here you go, have a snack dragon. Anyway, before we get into tonight's episode, we have some sponsors and supporters that we'd like to thank. Our sponsor for tonight is Phoenix Dice. Guess what? I actually have the dice next to me now, so I can get them out. They do some lovely clickety-clack math rocks, including some limited edition roll-together dice, which you can find by going to phoenixdice.com.
Mine are in a different dice jar. I don't have my Phoenix dice.
Talia.
Oh, no.
You had one job. We had a meeting about this before.
On the day of my funeral.
I'm so because I don't want to be at your funeral.
And if you type Roll Together, all caps at checkout, you can get 25% off of your purchase. We're also proud to be supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. If you type code, there we go, into chat, you can get yourself a free Electrum chest, or a code for a free Electrum chest, that you can use to power up your heroes and fight through waves of monsters for free on various different devices, including fridges. We are also proud to be supported by Homie and the Dude. Homie and the Dude do some amazing TTRPG-based content, supplement books and all of that sort of stuff. They've done The Wandering Tavern and Scorch Base and Kickstarter. Please go check them out in the description and chat and all of those things. And then finally, Michael Dobson's character art. All of the lovely art you can see of all of our characters, other than Bram, who's not there currently, was lovingly made by Mike. You can go check out his Instagram page in the link in chat and description below to have a look at his other artwork and he'll have on there whether his commissions are currently open. Massive thank you to the D20 Club, Dice Heads, and other tiers on Patreon. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of their local currencies per month, or one character sheet for Tom for his next character, by following the links in chat or in the description below. Speaking of description below, if you're watching this on YouTube, please do consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, subscribing to the video, and commenting down below what character Tom should play next. It helps the algorithm tell us what you like, so we know what to make more of for you. I've had enough of picking on Tom. We're going to go to the credits. Bye.
We've got to go to the credits so we can all beat Josh up.
Yeah. In our last session, some stuff happened. We started off with the group climbing up the mountain range to get towards where the temple is, and they found the mummified corpse of a wolf. When they got to the entrance, they were introduced to Amara, who is Visania's older sister. Visania kind of poorly explained that she's a vampire but not a vampire, and that she was in a romantic relationship with Savannah, and she was the one that also assassinated the royal family, and that Savannah is something like a vampire but not a vampire. That was confusing. But anyway, she took you inside the temple where you saw various different statues to former hosts to Peltos, and he said Pelatos then, and you were led down into the Great Forge where you met with a dwarven figure, yes, another dwarven NPC, I know, called Valak Hammerin. Valak was a former crew member of the Marley and also the author of Marley's Journey, the book that everybody has referenced every now and then. Valak explained that he is currently making aetherite after actually making it in front of the group, and that the aetherite that he was making was to forge weapons to help him fight the dragon that is underneath in the lower depths of this temple. Well, I say fight. He wants to save the dragon. The dragon currently has a parasitic entity on its chest that is controlling it and sapping its life force away. Remove the parasite, save the dragon, is basically what he's looking to do. He also explained that he got here through a rune gate, which he showed you, and that he can connect to any rune gate on Idorune. If he hasn't been to that rune gate, it might take a little bit of time for him to research it and find out how to do it. So he can take you back to Merkstead as and when you require it, because he knows that there is one under there, because he's seen it in his little book that he has, so he can get there. The shadow entity within Bram decided to have a conversation with it. It tried to take him over. Everybody decided this is not a good thing, and Bram was like, get this thing out of me. So a ritual was performed to try and pull this essence out of him, and it did. It evaporated. It screamed to all heaven that it did not want to leave, and Bram's lifeless body fell onto the slab around where the ritual site is. So that's where we're going to pick off. That's where we're going to pick up the session with Bram. You've had a bit of a tough time with it, there to say the least, over the past 5 years.
I mean, yeah, 5 years probably. Yeah, I think the years before weren't great, but yeah, and now this. Hello, audience.
Yes. You're currently lying dead on an altar in the Temple of Peltos.
It's an old song, but
the darkness has been pulled out of you and seemingly evaporated above your body. It was the last thing you saw before everything went dark. and your lifeless body slumped to the floor. Or slumped to the slab, should I say.
Did it hurt? To die
It would have been
again?
excruciating, because this what we're calling dark aether that was seeming, or this symbiote that was seemingly living within you, was the thing that was keeping you alive. So ripping that out of you would have been like you were being killed again, like you were being stabbed again.
They've literally ripped the heart out of my chest. You know?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, team. I asked for this. I asked this for the better good, but owie.
Owie, ow. I have a boo-boo.
Wow.
You're not sure how much time passes, but you begin to stir and your eyes open, and you are laying on that slab. Elodie and Visania are both stood over you, along with Valak, who is a dwarf, so can't actually stand over you, but they are all seemingly frozen in time. And as you sit up and look around, you look back down and you can see your lifeless body on the floor. Your soul, you are your soul, sitting inside your body, sort of. You're sat out bolt right, and as you look down, you can see your body does not look like a body that has just died. You can see, even though everything else is frozen around you, or everybody else is frozen around you, your corpse is beginning to rapidly decay and mummify rather than become a skeleton. It's like the past 5 years is catching up with it.
Oh. Well. Shit. I'm going to reach over. I take it I can't interact with things in the mortal world.
You can get up and you try to reach for Elodie or Visania's hands to try and sort of shake them, and your hand just passes right through them.
If I touch my clothes,
On your physical body or on you?
they took. I'm in. Corpse Bram is currently in his underclothes because we stripped him right down.
Oh, yes, you are.
But,
yes,
you know,
so...
I want it to be basically the ghost of my hat and scarf. I'm just like, there we go. Actually, I take a moment to be like, okay, like to focus and be like, I want to be wearing gloves.
You watch his gloves appear on your hand.
Oh, okay, let's go for the look. And I think as we just we do the ripple, Josh, it feels weird doing this character not wearing the clobber as a ghost version of the hat and the scarf, and I'm wearing the hat round the wrong way.
I was going to say, you got the tag sticking right down.
I'm struggling like a very clear wearing someone else's clothes, but yes. So I think let's say Bram's not wearing the full armor now, but is in sort of the kind of like undershirt and trousers, and takes it and like right. No, it seems inappropriate to travel into the afterlife not properly dressed. Sits down on next to his own body, and it's like, well, fuck.
Well, boy, that's definitely one way to go out, isn't it?
I mean, if I had my choice, it wouldn't exactly be. But my eye flicks over to the voice.
You'd see sitting in the sort of like on the seating that's in the main temple area, with his legs up on the seats in front, a bit similar to what I think somebody had tried doing before. I can't quite remember, but with a very familiar lute in his hand, sort of strumming the strings on it, and he puts his feet down and the lute sort of dissipates into yellow dust. As he stands up into it is your father, Alexandros Silveroak, exactly as he looked the last time you saw him before the incident, before he was attacked and badly scarred and covered in purple veins.
What can I say? I mean, it's a family trait, both of us going out, protecting others. Hi, Dar.
Right, my boy. My God, you've certainly grown.
I get off. I go over to him. Can I have a papa hug, please?
He just sort of holds his hands out, and you can just sort of grab him around. Yeah.
Big, sort of like. I think it's that weird realization of like I was never quite sure how old my father was, but I'm obviously closer to that. You're
closer to his age now than obviously what you were when you were younger. But yeah,
we love the passage of time, but the realization that I would eventually hit a point where I was like, I am now older than he was when, he again, because elves we've said are like 150,
about 150 to 200 years old. They can live for.
So,
your father was considered to be young to middle aged for an elf, so he was probably around 60 to 75 years old when he died.
He beat me again. I just big hug. Oh, it's good. It's good to see you. I was hoping it wasn't going to be for a while, but
I was hoping it wasn't going to be for a while either, my boy. But I'm not going to lie. I'm happy to see you, but I'm also sad.
Yeah. Have you been? Have you been watching me?
I've been here pretty much the entire time.
Oh, as the haunted look crosses his face.
You don't have to worry about that. Not all of the time.
No.
When you've needed me, I have been there. Whenever you've been through something that has tested you or has made you angry or upset or something that has threatened your life, and he looks over to your corpse, I've been here.
Bram nods because Bram believes that. I think there's a slight also a thing of him going, this might not be real in the way that this is sort of like the universe trying to comfort me, but I don't care really if this is what I need right now. No. I did the right thing just then, right? Because that, sort of like looking and going, that dark Aether that wanted to use me, and that I stopped that.
I'll ask you this: why did you do it? Not do you feel that it was right? Why did you do it? What's your reasoning behind it?
I was worried. I sort of like gesturing to him, like the stories you tell me of like, and yes, please note how he said to tell me rather than told me, because it's still sort of like the stories you tell me about, great heroes who think that they can control like great artifacts and powers, and it corrupts that kind of energy, and that darkness I got to talk to it. It wasn't sort of like, oh, I can give you kingdoms, I can give you love. It was like, no, I'm going to consume everything. I'm going to destroy it. And gesture to like the frozen. Those two spend Visania spends a lot of time being like, I'm the monster, rah rah rah. But sort of, I think my great fear was, and kind of like the things they've been talking about, like previous version of Perry, where was corrupted, was changed, was killed, and last thing we need when we're fighting a dragon is suddenly for this great. I felt like a couple of days ago, I felt something in me shift, that I was losing a battle, and it was like a matter of time. And yes, probably they're going to be... Maybe they needed me to fight the dragon, but all it would take is a slip, and next thing I know, I'm hurting people I care about. And
there it is. There it is. It's good to see that your ability to take the long way to get to the point has not changed in all of these years.
Oh, you got to talk around the matter, Father. You can never give a straight answer. You taught me that.
Yeah, and you've learned that lesson well, and you have perfected that skill, my son. I am incredibly proud of you, and he chuckles at that.
Yeah. I kind of like lean in, sort of like, so my head's sort of resting on his shoulder. I mean, because he's I think I'm a bit taller than him, maybe.
You're a bit taller than him now, yeah.
Yeah. So it's sort of like... Because I said, like, we were quite a sort of emotional... Like, my father and I used to hug and used to sort of like... So, it's weird me being able to, like, rest my head on his kind of corporeal shoulder. But, you know, just that...
You can physically interact with each other as much as you want, yeah.
Ghost powers. Boop. I mean, you taught me that, you know, and I mean, I'm finding out a lot of things, especially about stuff that Solomon was up to. But you wanted to help people, right? You know, the stuff, the harpies. That wasn't just you wanted to get like an artifact for Solomon. It's the people. You cared about the people.
The Harpies was a separate mission to the artifact. We went to get the artifact, and then we went to deal with the Harpies separately. So they weren't one and the same. They were just in the same location.
But it was helping.
It was helping, yes.
Yeah.
Trying to get rid of the Harpies would have helped the town massively. It would have stopped the farmers being attacked. It would have stopped merchants travelling in and out from being attacked. It would have allowed more trade to happen. It just would have kept people safe. That's why we took the mission on. Yes, there were some ulterior motives from Solomon when it came to the artifact that he wanted us to get, the one that your friend now wears around their neck, but we had known Solomon for years. Years and years we'd known him for, and all of us trusted him. That's not to say that my opinion on that has not changed, because it certainly has. Seeing what I've seen from here.
I mean, you've had nearly 20 years to take in all the secrets.
Oh. Boy. My boy.
Yes.
I'd like to show you something. Will you come with me, please?
Are we moving on?
Not yet.
I know, I understand. Did you wait for me? Is that what's happened here? That you waited for? Did you wait for Ma as well?
What, here?
Well, you know,
to pass on with you.
Yeah. Because I don't want you to have, like, suffered. You know, I don't know what it'd be like to.
I've not suffered myself. I've been fine where I am. The thing that has hurt me is seeing what has happened to you and what has happened to your mother. What has filled my soul with joy is seeing the life that you've been able to bring into this world.
I would have liked to have had more time, but wouldn't we all?
You would have loved watching him grow up. Or get to the age that he is at currently.
Yeah.
Greta has been a fantastic mother.
I didn't doubt it. Oh, she's going to be so mad.
Yes.
Oh, I've let her down so bad. Oh. Anyway, You've got.
She's definitely her. She's definitely her mother's daughter. I can tell you that now.
Yeah. Right, you got something to show me.
Sorry, that was really cold.
So is death, father.
Yeah.
The two men just have a moment of like. Meanwhile, in the real world, they're like, the wind? Is there a ghost? There is definitely a ghost. Anyway.
That's what the wailing noises that you hear. It's just ghosts laughing. Anyway. Yes, come with me, my boy. And he holds his hand out to you. Hold my hand.
I take his hand.
And he leads you towards where the entranceway to the temple is, down through past all of the statues. All of the flames and everything are still flickering as if you were in the living world. But you can see as some of them do flicker and they sort of shift in the light and stuff, you can see that there are still flames behind them, as if these are afterlife flames.
Yeah.
As you get closer towards the exit, you walk past. No, because she's still in the room. I was going to say you walk past Amara, but you don't. She's in the room with everybody else. But the door itself that leads out to the exit, you don't see the island of Marley's Rest out there. It's a brilliant bright light, so your brain instantly thinks, "Oh no, we're moving on."
Oh God, Guardians, no!
As you step out into the light, everything sort of begins to fold out in front of you, and you're in this lavish field of snow. The snow instantly crunches under your feet, and you can see just off in the distance there is what looks to be a village. From your memory, it looks like it's probably West Helm, but it looks slightly different to how it was the last time you went past it, which was with your mother. It looks like there's less buildings there.
Like they got destroyed or just
Haven't been built yet by the look of it.
Oh, so back into right. Okay.
And your father is holding your hand, and you go to look down at him and realise that you need to look up towards him. As he looks down towards you, he's wearing your green hat you currently have on your head, and you have the old black hat that Oro now has on your head. I'm going to make you change costumes, Tom.
You see, folks, I have to go to my hat track. Josh, are you not going to put on your green hat?
I don't own a hat.
If when we do live shows.
Not a cowboy hat, anyway. I have a baseball cap, but that's not relevant for this world. Anyway.
I mean, we'll come across a guy wearing a baseball cap.
Young Abraham, you are holding your father's hand, and he looks down at you with a big smile on his face. I'd just like to show you something. Please, just come with me. And he takes one step, and the entire village of West Helm super sort of imposes itself on you, and you're stood in the centre of its streets. People are milling around. There are markets and market stalls and people trading. You can see a couple of people quite heavily armoured who are milling around. These are various different mercenaries, and your father looks down to you with a big smile and leads you towards the local tavern. And as he opens the door, you can hear the bustling of music and the smell of food. And in one of the corners, with her arm up on the table and the arm of another warrior sort of clasped together, is your mother, as she is arm wrestling with someone. Big laughs and cheers.
It's good to see her happy. It's nice.
It is nice. Please come with me. And he leads you over to the table.
How small am I?
You're probably about 5. This is the youngest. It's the youngest flashback that we've done for Bram out of all of the flashbacks we've done.
You're just a baby. You're just a baby, Bram.
This is a time in your life that you probably wouldn't have remembered that well. So you're quite young at this point. And as you walk over with your father, you watch as your mother slams this other figure's arm into the table. There's a big cheer. She stands up with a tankard and takes a large drink and slams it down onto the table. And she turns and with a big toothy, tusky grin, she smiles at the pair of you. "Oh, my boys, my boys!" And she scoops down and picks you up and throws you in the air to the point where your head just misses the beam on the ceiling, and she catches you and she spins you around. "Oh, so good to see you both. Oh, come here." And she grabs your father and pulls him into a massive hug.
Like, present Bram is also sort of like mixed up with like just joy. This is nice. Again, if we're talking about like his inner workings, where he's like, "Oh, is this going to be my afterlife now?" Where it's like, I get to live in a happy memory and just, but like, yeah, this is cool. If this is my reward for the things I've done, then I can work with this. Yeah, sort of snuggle into my mother's side, really.
Yeah. She carries you over to a table away from the drunkards, and you're able to have a nice little family meal, and time sort of speeds along a little bit, and you get that sort of montage of you all doing family things together in the town. Your mother puts you on her shoulders as you go through the market stalls. You watch as she takes part in some of the tests of strength challenges that there are, where she'll sort of like get the big lumberjack wood and sort of lob that over her head, sort of thing. Without
she tosses the caber, yeah.
This is a side of your mother that you have never seen. She's always been pragmatic and a survivalist, but she seems to have kind of let her hair down at this point. And as the sort of night begins to fall, you can listen to her and your father speaking. Your father looks to you in a knowing, "I'm a spirit, I'm just reliving this sort of look." And he comes over to you, they both come over to you and go, "Right, Abraham, we are not going to be staying in the village tonight. There is somewhere special that we want to take you."
Oh, right, okay.
"So we're going to make sure that we wrap up nice and warm, and we're going to take a walk up to the nearby hills."
I can't remember how much we made of this. Lil Bram had bear skins that I think because we talked. I think when the bears were, and Bram was like, "Oh yeah, my parents gave me, killed bears." So Bram is now wearing like basically a cup just to keep him warm. Again, we're very practical people.
And we're in the present timeline. Udric's bear cubs are going.
"Oh dear. Oh, my sweet bears, you're too small for me to skin. Maybe for Sunny."
But nighttime falls, and your mother and father lead you out of West Helm, and you begin making your way up the hill. Your father picks you up and carries you most of the way. And as you get to the top of the hill, you can see out across the horizon, even though it's nighttime, it's like the horizon is on fire, and there are flames everywhere in the horizon, in the distance. And your mother sort of gets down, your father puts you down, and your mother gets down on one knee, and she points up to the sky. She says, "Look." And as you look up, you watch as this brilliant large bird made of flames spirals around through the sky. The flames are sort of absorbed into him off of the horizon, and it flies up into the sky and basically goes to fly over your head. You can see there's a rainbow trailing across it from its tail end.
Wow. That's him then.
It is. Peltos the Justice Bringer.
Wow. It's magical. Thank you.
Abraham, she looks towards you. "I love you and your father. You are everything to me, and I fight The fighting I do is to keep you safe,
I know.
but I also fight for him.
Yeah, you bring justice and you take care of those who need help, those who can't fight for themselves. Yeah, I know.
You watch as she picks her shield up and she holds it to the sky, and she's still kneeling down next to you, and she says, "Abraham, recite a prayer with me." And you both recite a prayer of fire. And as you do, she opens her eyes, and you can see her irises have gone flame orange, and she sort of breathes onto the shield, and you watch as a spark of fire comes out, and the shield itself ignites in flames and shoots up into the sky, almost like a signal, up. And as that goes up, you watch as the phoenix's form sort of diverts and begins flying down towards you. And as it gets to the top of the hill, this thing is humongous as it gets closer to you, but its form begins to shrink and it spirals round, and a man is left in the center of this ring of fire. A man who looks not too dissimilar to your mother. Big grey beard hanging down, two little tusks sticking out. He sort of folds his arms into his overalls, and he steps forward and he's like, Brenner, it's good to see you. I was not expecting you to be here and to summon me, so I hope you are well. And he nods. Hello, yes, Peltos. I apologise for interrupting your travel, but I wanted you to meet my son, Abraham. He is my pride and joy, and another person that I fight for in this world. And you watch as this figure walks over to you. No footprints left in the snow whatsoever. And he kneels down in front of you. He's like, Abraham.
Nice to meet you, sir. It's a pleasure.
My name is Peltos. It is good to meet you.
What's it like to fly? It looks fun.
It's exhilarating.
I'd say that's the first time Bram's heard that word, but kind of picks up. Yeah, sorry, I've heard a lot about you, but I never thought I would really actually get a chance to meet you, and you're exhilarating.
You used that correctly. It's very good. Looks towards your mother and father. You have a very smart boy on your hands here. And they both nod, and your father kneels down and whispers to you, "This is Peltos, as you know." And he's speaking to Bram. Not little Abraham. This is Peltos, as you know. The body that he is inhabiting, the body of Aeodrun, this is your grandfather. He was a acolyte to Peltos, and when he was young of age, he was put through the Guardian ritual and became the next host to Peltos. Peltos had children, your mother being one of them, and you are both Aeodrun and Peltos' grandson.
Wow. I do remember that. I think as we described this, like when Bram's dreaming, where it's that sort of weird thing of like having the ghostly version of him, so like full-grown Bram standing sort of behind little Bram, and you're like, I remember this vaguely.
You remember seeing the phoenix fly over,
Yeah,
but
I remember this, but I don't remember this.
No.
Conversation.
He stands up. Your father stands up, and he says, take my hand again."
I look at Peltos. Does Peltos... Is this just a memory, or does...
This is just a memory, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like the spirit of this guardian can't... Yeah.
Yeah.
I just take a moment to take it in and sort of... Yeah. Yeah.
You take your father's hand, and as he pulls you away, you feel, or you just watch as everything sort of gets a bit smaller around you as you go back to your normal size, wearing the hat again.
Here you go, pal. Take the.
And you can turn around and you can see again, frozen in time, similar to how Visania and Elodie are back in the temple. You can see your mother, your father, yourself as a child, and Peltos kneeling in front of you. I have one more thing to show you before we go back. And he takes a step, and it's almost like you step into an invisible door. Everything goes white around you, and then it's like building blocks begin to form in place again as you are now stood in Merkstead. Come with me. And he leads you towards Greta's herbs and poultices, and while he's leading you towards it, you can hear the sounds of a baby crying. And he walks through the door, and he walks through the door. You stand outside, and he pops his head out like a ghost. He's like, "Come on, Bram."
I don't. This is gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt, but it's needed. You need some clarity. You need some closure.
She's gonna be so mad. It's like phase through the door.
You phase through the door, and your father leads you upstairs to the familiar apartment that Greta lives in. You can see Greta is there. She's holding little Oro in her arms, trying to feed him a bottle, but he spitting the bottle out and is crying. And you can see over in the chair is her mother, Mary, looking, even though she's not that old, she looks quite aged. It's like her life, it's like she's giving up on life, as it were. And she's just rocking Oro side to side, and your father just looks towards you. She can't see you, don't worry. This is just a memory. But when you say, "My friends are who I'm fighting for. My loved ones are who I'm fighting for. This is what you're fighting for." And he gestures towards Greta and Oro.
I walk over. Are they? Is this like a? No, this is like a live memory.
This is a live memory. It hasn't sort of like frozen like everything else, but you can try to interact with it, but your hand sort of passes through and stuff.
I do sort of kneel down and look into this newborn baby's face. I'm like, hey, little guy. Oh, I know you're probably, this isn't going to matter, but I did love you from the moment I knew you were real. And I loved your ma, and I left a letter, and I don't think that's going to really fulfill the gap this is going to leave. So I suppose this is my last real chance to say what I want to say. You take care of the ones you love, and you just try and be good. And sometimes it's going to hurt, but that's going to be the right thing. I don't think you'll understand, but... and again, try and stroke the face, but obviously my hand goes through him like... Oh, keep working on the lute. People love a musician. I also just sort of look over at Mary and like... I try to help. But... I looked to my father. Thank you. They're beautiful.
They certainly are.
This is how you felt. What, seeing their soul? I realised sort of how wrinkly an orc baby is. I'm like, suddenly, he'll be quite a looker. Yeah.
Come on, we need to go back.
Try and touch Greta's face. Try and touch her, and like, yeah, let's go.
And your father doesn't take your hand this time, but he does lead you back through the door that leads down the stairs. But instead of it leading down the stairs, you feel an intense heat come from the other side. And as you step through, you are back in the temple. Not at the end where the door entranceway is to walk down the corridor. You are literally back in the main area where Elodie, Visanya, your body, Amara, and Valakar, they're all still frozen in time, and your father takes a few steps forward and gestures towards another figure that is sitting in the stalls. I think it's time you met properly this time. And the figure stands up and is very tall. I was about to swear then, but is very, very tall.
Chuffing big.
Chuffing big is what he is. Golden yellow hair that descends down his back, completely wild and unkempt, wearing brilliant golden armor with the sigils of phoenix wings on the back. Turning to face you, this brilliant brown skin with golden eyes and a very neatly kept warrior's beard with braids going down the from the mustache down. Ah, Abraham, it is good to finally get to meet you when you are not a child. I am, and in my true form. My name, as you may know, is Peltos.
It's good to see you again, sir.
And it is good to see you. I wish it was under better circumstances, but it looks over towards your body.
We don't get much choice in such things, I'm afraid. But thank you for your hospitality here, for the protection.
Thank you for finding this place. It has been abandoned for a long time. The religions of Idorune have changed a lot over the past 60 years.
No, we saw the grave for the avatar of Renvia on the island a lot.
Marie. The previous host's name was Marie.
Marie.
Unfortunately, my sister's essence, her soul, has been lost to the world now.
Oh. Well, we were hoping that wasn't so, but condolences for the loss of your family.
I thank you. That is... You don't get many people who give their condolences for a loss of a guardian, but then we don't really express or show that any of ours have fallen in any sort of way.
Does that hurt, sir, to not be able to acknowledge the loss?
He stops and thinks for a moment. And as he does, he begins walking over to you. I'd never thought about it that way, but... Yes, my siblings and I, we have always been since the beginning of the modern age. We have always been there. There were, of course, periods of time where we may not see each other for a couple of 100 years while new hosts were being selected for us to inhabit, but we always had that notion that we were going to see each other again, and Renvia is one that I now know that I won't see again. And you can see that there's a golden tear sort of pulls down his face as he says that. My connection with the other Guardians is strong. More so with Renvia, Atheon, Morinir, and Vyasha than with Freyan and Ethia. It just sort of stops and contemplates for a moment. and you just hear a from your father. Sorry, Peltos. I know you are Bram. I know that my son has put you through, made you think of sad things, but could we get back to the task at hand by chance? And Peltos is like, yes, so I apologise, yes.
You don't apologise for your feelings, sir. You've lost someone that you love, and I think you should acknowledge it. My condolences again. It's nice to know a guardian can weep. I think nowadays we think that you might be a distant being, but you do love and you do care, and that's warming. Apologies. As I looked at these two like authority figures. Sorry.
They both just look at each other, and your father just nods. It seems we have a bit of a predicament that we are currently in, doesn't it, Abraham? As Feltos speaks. Your lifeless body is over there.
Yes, no, sir. I had noticed that.
Yes.
Looking quite dead.
And I feel that this is a error that we need to fix.
I mean, so I've already come back from death once, and it has resulted in quite a predicament.
That was a different kettle of fish, I believe is the phrase among the modern folk.
That's the phrase on the streets, sir. Yes.
I wouldn't necessarily say that you were brought back to life. It was more that your soul was imprisoned.
I assume possessed by whatever that darkness was?
Yes, your soul was possessed. That presence took over your body, and before your soul had a chance to leave. And your soul was imprisoned within.
Oh.
But you proved that you were quite a strong spirit and were able to fight off its full possession of you. That is why a familiar face was sent to protect you. The one that you know as Hawthorne.
A familiar face, sir. My memories aren't. Had I met Hawthorne before?
No, I mean familiar to us.
Oh, sorry. Thinking about myself there. So Hawthorne was not part of that darkness. I didn't think she was.
No, Hawthorne was trying to protect you from that darkness.
Right.
Hawthorne's master is also a being of darkness, but they operate under the guise of both Guardian and Titan.
Oh. Right. Double barrel.
Yes.
Can I inquire who was inadvertently pulling the strings for the last 5 years?
We don't know the name of the figure that was controlling the Dark Aether. That is a cause for concern amongst the remaining Guardians and Titans.
Right.
The Titans are figures that resemble us in strength. The Guardians in strength. I realise that is not common knowledge to other people in the world.
No. I think I had a slight... Elodie read a lot of books, so you kind of passively pick up on a lot of stuff. Also read the Marley book, which was, I think, mentioned Titans. They have many names, but... okay, so Unknown Aether, and Hawthorne was working for...
Hawthorne was working for the Nightbringer.
Oh.
Or working for an agent of the Nightbringer.
Right, okay. Josh, how bad is that for me? Like, what is the vibe of the Nightbringer?
Well, for Bram, you don't really know, but for Tom...
Hello.
The Nightbringer is Peripateia.
Oh, shit! Oh, of course. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. And that, folks, is why Hawthorne likes Perry a lot more than she likes Bran.
Yep. Also, I might give you a slight hint as to what Peripatea's animal form is.
She's just a little fox. Just says, ooh,
Definitely not the little box. Anyway, that's a character that's not in this section of the campaign. Anyway,
No, bring Perry. Go get
Perry
Evie. Evie, just go. What did you do? What do you think that? Do you think that was the right thing to do? I was like, I don't know. Right, Nightbringer. Okay. Well, I mean, Hawthorne left me when we were arriving on this island, so
because of a dark power that resides on the island itself,
yeah.
a darkness that scared them away. I don't know. I don't quite know if it was fear that drove them away or if it was a sense of trying to get you reinforcements. But whatever is controlling my Grand Priest is dark. That is who is underneath the temple. Farafar is my Grand Priest. One of my last remaining subjects. One of my oldest as well.
I apologise for not being able to help with that.
There is a way you can help.
I feel it's my duty. Just also, if it's a bit rude, my grandfather, is he? You're like your avatar. Is he still out there? Because that statue's not, and no one's heard from him in a while. Is he?
The statue was never completed because the people of this church, the people of this temple left, and Farafar has was not able to complete it on his own. But no, your grandfather passed some time ago. I am a spirit waiting to be reincarnated.
Oh.
I have not been... And he looks towards you. We Guardians all carry something within ourselves called a seal. These seals keep at bay something dark, something worse, something far worse than anything you have ever seen. That essence that was pulled out of you is even worse than that. And he sort of pulls his... Seemingly, he puts his hand into his armor and pulls it apart like it was nothing. And you can see within his chest where his heart would be, there is a glowing, it's like a seal, like a plate, something, like a seal in the center of his chest. And he sort of folds his armor back over. The only way to break a seal is if we are hit with an... Aether is the only thing that can break our seals. Right. Yeah, whether we are struck with it, consume it. Once that seal is broken, things begin to happen.
Bad things, I assume.
Bad things begin to happen. With... So far, enough seals have broken that both the primordial being of land and the primordial creature of the sea have both awoken. The last seal to have been broken was that of Peripatea's when she was blasted with Aether.
Well, Perry's a guardian? Oh, Titan?
She's a Titan.
Oh. That does explain a lot. Okay, so she got
She got blasted with Aether in her previous life, which broke her seal.
Turned into a... I don't want to talk out of school. Like, is that when she got turned into like a zombie dragon?
Yes.
That seemed to...
Well, she was a dragon, and then other things happened.
And then the rising. So,
yes.
So, Renvia's seal's broken. Peripatea's seal's broken. Who else is?
There's only 3 left. My
Yourself.
seal. The seal of the Titan of Water, Ulfa. No, sorry, there's 4 seals.
You must forgive me. I'm very old.
I'm old, math hard. There's also Freyan and Ethia. Their seals are all intact, but the rest have all gone.
Frey and Aethia are...
Freyan is the guardian of darkness, and Ethia is the guardian of light.
Oh. Just above table, that's probably where I'm like, oh, that also because the churches are still a thing.
Church of Balance is still a thing.
The Church of Balance, because we've got the two.
Yeah.
Well,
some of the other Titans and Guardians do still live. It's only when they just don't have access to their full power anymore, and when they die, like Renvia, they will not be able to reincarnate. That should have been the case with Peripatea, but she was able to.
Peri's a power unto herself.
Peri is a power. Peripatea is a power unto themselves. Yes.
I think it's very sweet. He doesn't use the nickname. He's like, no, she's got an official name, and that's it. You're being very colloquial. Anyway, yes, sir. Yes.
I have a proposal for you, Abraham.
Yes, sir.
We can bring you back to life. Fully back to life. This will mean that you will no longer be known as the one that stands between, because you will no longer be between life and death like you were currently.
I'll just cut that bit of the spell out, I suppose. Just slow down whatever Kimdak's attempting to do.
But you will become my champion if you choose to accept it. And eventually, you will become me.
Oh. Right. Oh, okay.
If you choose to accept, of course.
And if I don't, that's just the end.
Yes. There's no other way for me to bring you back.
I was talking to my father earlier, and...
Hello.
Hi, Dal. You remember the all-powerful guardian? I was talking about being granted gifts and the idea that great power will corrupt, but...
You have proven that you have a strong sense of will, even in times where it would be so easy for you to be corrupted. You have proven that you have a strong will, and that is something that I admire, and is something that my previous hosts have a trait that all of my previous hosts have shared.
It's about helping the people who need.
Helping the people that need help, not helping yourself.
Those who can't fight for themselves.
Exactly. Not some twisted form of justice, but the type of justice that is actually needed. That is what I stand for.
I look to my father.
He's looking at you. Not really any sort of expression on his face, but his eyes flick between you and between your body. It's not your time yet, son. You've been given a great opportunity to carry on living, to protect the people that you love. Something that I would give everything for if I was given this choice. If I could, knowing what I know now about how your fate and what has happened to your mother, I would give my entire being to be able to come back to life and to stop that from happening.
I'll find her. I'll bring her back to us.
I believe you will, son.
I walk over and just sort of like, the hat has to go up, but rest my forehead against his forehead is just as sort of like, as I turn around. Right. I guess let's try and save the world then.
Excellent. Well done, my boy. And Peltos sort of reaches his full height as he extends his arms out. And as he lifts his arms into the air, you can see the flames from the oil pits around the temple begin to flicker and begin to pull energy out from them, and they form into his hands. And you watch as there's two globules of fire as he brings his arms round and just shoves it into your chest. And that's where we're going to leave
A
that.
miracle needs to occur.
A miracle needs to occur. That's where we're going to leave that as we
flipping
flick
Nora.
to everybody else.
Okay.
For Elodie and Visania, as you hear the thud on the stonework as Bram's body hits it, Elodie, I think you were quite close to Bram's head at this point. You
Bez
look
was
over.
as well. Bez was at the top.
Yeah, you're both at the top of where his head is. You watch as a mummified corpse just slaps onto the ground. Very similar to the wolf you saw outside, but this one looked like it had been mummified for about 5 years. And resembles Bram.
Energy. It's okay. Energy.
Hell?
What have we done? I turned the game down. That shouldn't have hurt you that much. Sorry. What have we done?
We've been keeping him alive.
Bram! Bram!
Energy.
I'm going to just look at Valak. What do we do?
I'm so sorry. I didn't think this. I don't know. He looks towards Amara, and Amara looks over. Is like, well, I've not seen that before. Shit.
Yes, shit! Yes, shit!
Yes, shit.
Sorry, Mo. I knew you thought we'd be done by now and it would be good, but sorry for you to walk into a room and this is not good.
Let me try something. And she walks over to Bram's body, and she puts her hand on the sort of undergarment that he had on, and pulls that away. And she puts her hand onto his chest, and she shuts her eyes. And she hasn't got a glove on or anything. She has to pull, and she pulls her sleeve up a bit, and you watch as the veins in her arm go red, and they begin to descend down into her hand. And you watch as there's this red glow over the chest. There's nothing there. I can't give him any years. She pulls her hand away. He's gone.
Wait, you can give people years back as well?
I can eat years and I can give years back, yes. It's one of my many tricks. That's not the point at the moment. The point is that your friend is a mummified corpse.
Don't say that!
Sorry. And Valak is sort of moved over into the corner and sort of gone down into a crouched position with his arms around his knees. He's like, shit, I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry. He looks up towards the pair of you.
Energy, you're okay to help, or do you need to be somebody else right now?
What would I do? What would I do? I just puts her hands on the desiccated corpse, and I'm going to try the healing hands that I can do, the celestial healing hands.
Yeah. You cast healing hands on the corpse, and I mean, you don't even have to spend it. You can feel the magical energy it's fighting back. It's like the energy knows that it's just not going to do anything here.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to grab her notebook out of her bag and start flicking through anything to do with corpses, anything to do with blood. Maybe there's some blood magic. Maybe there's something I can do there. She's going to take her pistol out and start drawing a symbol in the air with blood, and she's going to try... I mean, the only thing I have is the blood curse of binding, so maybe that will stop it from collapsing if it's desiccated. So spectral blood in the air, and it goes into stasis.
Yeah, you stop the body from... You can see that one of Bram's little fingers had fallen off and fallen to the floor as the body was beginning to start to fall apart. But your seal of binding stops that from happening, so his body is not going to just turn into bone, basically.
To make that last a minute, I need to amplify it, and I take 3 damage. That's the temporary hit points that I had from Bram. And then she's going to go back to her books and start flicking through. Why didn't he teach me anything else?
Energy. Energy.
What?
That was a really good move. with the binding. I'm going to try something, but I need you. I don't know if it's going to work, but I need you to be an anchor. So I need you present.
In what way? I don't know what I can do.
You just take her hands and hold them. And then hold her hands on Bram's heart, going, I used to walk on Rain's path, and Ethia quite likes me right now. I'm supposed to be the head of the Church of Balance at home, and this is not balanced. Wherever Bram is, whatever fight he's doing, I'm going to see if I can... This might not even work. This might be me just making a big deal of it, and it all is entirely embarrassing and nothing happens. But I'm going to try and see between the two guardians who favored me in Brahms's temple, his Peltos, if I can open up a bridge and make a path for him to come home on.
Right.
But I'm going to be... If this doesn't work, it doesn't work. And if it does work, I am going to be stretched thin, so I need something to anchor the other side down.
What do I do?
Just hold that binding and keep full of love. As much healing as you can, as much love as you can, just so that we don't forget that you're there.
All right. I believe in you. Guidance.
Josh.
Hi. How would you like to bend the rules today?
I don't know. Look, here's the thing. You have given me a number of things of which you say I am. Yeah. I would like to actually try and use them. I've got I've got divine intervention. It's not technically anything, but this, the whole thing of redemption, having that path back, having that ability to change, being able to understand the world of the dead and the world of the life in Brahms's temple. This has to be something that I can try and reach out to the various people who love us and go, whatever you're doing here, we are here waiting. We are, we will help whatever burdens Brahm's been given. This is, we are here to help the fight. This is not just. This is not justice for him to be gone. Bring him back to us.
Who are you praying to? Is this a prayer that you're doing, or is this just you trying to tap into some of the harbinger abilities that you had before?
Everything I've got. Everything I've got. I'm going to start my prayer to Ethian, who has me now. But also to Freyne, to where she is. They're the either side of balance. And then open it up to Peltos. Regardless, just even if it's just pass the message along that we think he's just, and if you try to give him an opportunity, do it. And whatever I've got with Harbinger, I'm just gonna eyes flare, everything, the aura flares. I'd be a sight to see if our druid was with us right now, and then just try and offer a bridge for Brahm to come back on.
Sounds good to me. So
I don't know if it would help, and it's just a cantrip, but it's more about the symbolism of it. If Visenya was talking about all of the gods, the Lightbringer, the Evermaiden, and Peltos, there's just a thought there of Visenya having that history of being the harbinger and that connection to Freyne. Elodie there as an angel blessed, and therefore sort of a light bringer, and Brahm being a worshipper of Peltos as well. Elodie's just going to cast light on Corvu, who's going to fly above the three of us.
Corvu flies above the three of you, and the light that you cast on him, you think it's just a basic light cantrip. It's it's just going to shine a little light on him, but instead it's like it pulls from the very flames around you, and it just lets out this brilliant bright light across everywhere. I need a D100 roll from Basania, please.
What am I trying to...
With guidance?
I say you've helped already.
Okay.
The guidance was symbolic and it helps me in my heart.
Yes.
Am I trying to aim high or low? I need to know if I get stressed or panicked once I roll this.
I'm going to let you get stressed.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I don't know how to... Oh, I don't... Oh, that might be terrible. That's an 18. I don't... That's possibly awful. I don't know, whatever...
As you close your eyes and as Corvu's light shines above, you get that sense under your eye. You know when you shut your eyes and there's a light flashing in your face and you can kind of see it through your eyelids. You get that sort of sense, and you just shout at the world around you, but from within yourself. So nothing audibly comes out, but you're like, "Fuck!" as you sort of try to just pull everything, you Ethia, Freyin, the Harbinger, everything that you have done up to this point, everything you have been, everything you have rejected, everything you have sacrificed, everything that you are now, you just pull into this, and this internal scream just lets itself out, very similar to what Nat done earlier, and it's like a reverberation just flows out across the entire chamber, and then everything goes dull as the flames flicker out from your scream. The lights go out. The only light that you can see now in this place is the light from the doorway all the way down the corridor. Corvu's light has gone out as well, and you just watch as time passes. You don't know if it's 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It feels like you've been defeated, like there's nothing you can do, is how that feels. And then you just watch as a very faint flicker of fire ignites itself just above Bram's chest, about I want to say about a foot above his chest. And as that flame sort of grows outwards, it forms into a heart, and then a body forms, and you watch as a very familiar for Visanya looking fox just forms, comes into existence, and lands on Bram's chest. Elodie, you can see this fox. She's looking around. Right, well, where's the fuckwit then?
Sacrifice himself to get rid of the thing inside him. Help me bring him back.
Hawthorne looks down at Bram's face. It's like, ugh! Shit. Okay. It's time I got rid of the facade then, isn't it? And she jumps off of Bram's body, and you watch as her form sort of morphs and changes around in like a white and black globule, and she lands next in between the pair of you and stands up, and you can see this young woman wearing a flowing white and red dress with fox ears and a fox tail, wearing one of those kitsune masks on her face. She's a kitsune, which is a fox folk, and she looks over the pair of you. You can't see her eyes underneath the mask or anything. I failed, Bram. I failed my previous ward as well. You have called me here from a place of darkness. I was being punished for my failure. But now I have a chance to make it right.
Take her hands there. Redemption is there for all of us. doesn't matter if you failed before. It doesn't matter if you fail now. It just matters that we try.
She looks over towards where the center of the temple area is. You two can't see anything there, but she looks over and she smiles as she's looking at what's currently going on with Bram over there in the spirit world. He'll be fine. He just needs a little bit of a kick me up. This is not a body that he wants to come back to. No matter how powerful a guardian might be, they cannot restore a body.
You know, dear Fog. He's strong. I know he's making his way back to us if he can. If he wants, he can. But we just need to make the path from the other end, give him something to come back to.
I can help with that. And she turns and looks down at Bram's body and places her hands on either side of his head and turns his head so it's facing directly upwards. You hear the creaking of his bones as she does that. If the binding seal hadn't been cast on it, the head probably would have popped off at this point.
Great. It only lasted a minute, so I don't know how long we were standing there.
No, I'm joking. Turns the head around. She sort of leans down and gives it a kiss on the forehead. She looks towards the pair of you, and you can see there's tears streaming down from under the mask. Tell Bram I tried, and I'm sorry for failing him. She closes her eyes, and you watch as her form begins to flake away like ethereal energies, and as the mask is the last thing that is left there, it becomes solid and falls to the floor as her form goes into the body. And you watch as the body, and I'm not going to go into too much detail with how this happens, but it is like watching muscle and bone reforming itself in real life, in real time. Invisible Man movie. Has anybody seen the original Invisible Man movie? Like that. Pulls in, and you watch as the face sort of puffs back out again, and Bram's entire body is there. And that's where another flame flickers above his body. And both of you watch a brilliant bright light that ignites all of the lights in here again. Happens in the center of the room. You can't see what the source of it is, but it's almost like somebody had clapped two lights together right in the center. And Bram, you just feel this almighty sort of gush of air hit your lungs as your body just... and you wake up.
Immediate pounce.
That worked.
Visenya.
You brought me back.
It's a two-way street. You brought yourself back. The rest.
I've made a deal with Paratos. As Bram's looking, he's still got like the mist-colored eyes, you know. So, but actually, you know, sort of, he's probably the healthiest you've seen him in a while. Yeah. Looks like he's had a good scrub.
You know?
Actually alive this time.
He's actually alive this time. You look down at your hand, and your hand is fully healed.
Oh. Wow.
Not even a scar. You look at your chest where you got stabbed by Kindak. Not even a scar.
Oh, fresh body. That's good.
I think.
Ow. No, it's me, Vess. It's me.
As you look down, Bram, you notice that there is a fox-looking mask on the floor.
Elodie was literally about to say.
Yeah.
I think you said before Hawthorne was a fox.
Yeah, sort of like a little...
Can't see the mask.
I mean...
I think Visenya summoned her. And
Of course, yeah. She wanted to say that she was sorry and that she tried.
What?
She was sorry and that she tried.
To get back
think
to me.
she gave her life for you.
That's... Oh.
In your head, Bram, you hear, I was able to give your soul back to you, but your body was something that I couldn't do. Your friend's timely intervention allowed them to call on somebody who could restore your body. Unfortunately, it did mean that they had to sacrifice themselves in order to do that. I am sorry.
Noted. But I think Bram says, yeah, she's gone. I didn't want that. I just...
You didn't have a choice at the time.
No.
Our decision, and
Yeah.
and
I am both of you. I'm immensely grateful you've given me a second chance. She was my friend. She was my... It's all a bit hazy about what happened, but yeah. Just taps the mask with his fingernails. Like, so, you two and Hawthorne brought me back, and I've kind of promised myself to Pertos. When the time comes, I guess I get to be a new avatar, so...
Oh.
That's something. That's, Renvia's...
Gosh.
Gone. As we thought, when she, there's a lot of the guard Titans as well. I think we picked up on Titans, but the world's falling apart. There's only a couple of Guardians still around, being Zephyr that destroys them, and you won't. Peripatea. That was a name that got mentioned. So Perry's definitely a part of this.
In what way?
I think she might be powerful, like original Perry's. Possibly one of these Titans. So, I mean...
You say that she was mentioned and powerful. Do you mean that she's dangerous?
I mean, her undead form caused an uprising of the undead.
But they weren't in control of that.
No, a version. I think...
They're on our side, though, right?
Everyone's dangerous. But I think, regardless of whatever they are, regardless of the danger, they're still our Perry.
Yeah. Whatever they've been up to in the last couple of weeks, hopefully everything's... Well, whatever that thing in my chest was, is gone now. But I'm sorry, Elodie, I didn't really give you a chance to study it. We could have got more information.
I'm sorry I suggested the idea. I shouldn't have. I got excited.
Arm comes round and just sort of pulls you in. It's like, no.
You're just beating me to it. I'm on the bed behind you and I'm just going to pull you both up into it.
Careful, it's a new body. Don't want to break it. No, Ellie, you both of you saved me. Whatever that thing walking around, that wasn't me. This is me. This is for all my sins. I mean, it's very nice when a big, powerful phoenix keeps saying what a good person you are. So I've got that going for me, which is...
It's very strange when... Yeah.
Yeah. No, how was it for you for having, like, talk to these guardians?
I came out of this really weird introspective feelings where I've betrayed everything I was. And then you've got someone going, hi, I believe in you. You're a good person. I'm like, no, but sure. I guess I can try.
I mean, kind of similarly, like, I realised I met it. Also, just to whether that statue, that missing one, that's my grandfather. It's just like a family business. Pauses. Once again, feeling that I've been brought up to fulfill a certain purpose. If it's not the Guardians, then it's Solomon. But
put it off as long as possible. I cannot lose you again, and nothing to you, either of you, actually.
No.
You're my family.
I mean, we're family.
Family.
I mean,
Elodie just starts crying all over again.
I'm just going to look at Amara in the corner as well and just going, family.
Fucked up family, but family.
As we look at the sad dwarf in the corner, it's like...
It's sort of rocking backwards and forwards, like in complete and utter disbelief at what's going on.
No, we fixed it. Shut the fuck up and move on. Didn't happen to you.
Well, Visenya, Valak was the one that did the incantation. It was shocking.
It's fine.
Thank you, Valak.
We'll go and give Valak a big hug as well.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. I'm glad everything turned out okay, though.
Oh, hopefully. I mean,
we've stick to forging for a little while, I think.
Maybe. I mean, we've got a dragon we need to go. Yes, Peltos. Also very interested because your dragon friend's one of his priests, one of his followers. So very interested. Yeah. No. So was the curator of this place, and now they're very the Guardians are very excited that old time religion is coming back. So as the champion of a Guardian, I also think it would be quite nice for us to save who seems to be quite a nice dragon.
I mean, yeah, he's lovely. We were friends, so he never mentioned about being higher up within the temple or anything, but I assumed because he lived here he had something to do with it anyway. So I need to go make some aetherite things now. Yes.
I still want a sword.
You still want? Yep, I can make you a sword. I'm going to go get working on that. I can make what is it that people want me to make? Because if we're going to do ammunition, then it's obviously going to be limited. The only thing that's going to break this parasite's carapace is going to be aether fueled thing, aetherite weapons. So if I do make rounds for your pistol, Elodie, then you're going to have a finite amount, and you're going to have to make sure that every shot counts.
Depends on how many seconds you think this fight is going to last. I can fire one shot every 6 seconds. So.
Wow.
Fast.
That's
Quite
really
slow for a gun.
I mean, 3 rounds a minute was good during the Napoleonic War. So.
I mean, I figured that these are really tricky guns, and you have to take some time reloading them.
All I'm saying is, I mean, 10 would be plenty, and 6 is probably fine. It depends on how long you think this episode's going to go on for.
Don't know what you mean.
Wow, Elodie's really breaking the fourth rules right now.
I mean, Elodie's had a literally death experience. Look, sweet
They
girl.
didn't include this in the fairy tales. Solarimus is just patting her on the head.
Don't worry, my dear. I've returned from the dead multiple times.
You can't die, you're a cartoon!
I just, if anybody's ever watched Demon Slayer, I've just got the whole head pat thing when they head pat one of the characters on the head and they turn really, really small and they're like a chibi, like.
Is my mace back?
Mace is at your side.
Thanks, the shadows.
Where did that come from? Did that like pop out? of
Yeah,
the
just
body
as my body came in, just like shot out of me. And just,
Actually, no. I'm going to say no, your mace isn't there, but your shield is.
yeah. I mean, I've still got the issue that the darkness took my weapon. So,
Does it? Does it? Have you tried?
what, like? I think because I'm still sort of sitting. Basically, I'm still sitting in the crumbling remains of my own body. I'm like, okay. As I fall, I put my arm out to be like, summon.
Nope, nothing there.
To be able to summon mine from like just nowhere.
Bram, I don't want to mention anything particularly a sore spot, but if we are to be fighting a dragon, I suppose it's worth saying, without the shadow spirit and without Hawthorne, you are a capable fighter.
Yeah.
I know you had access to magic before. Is that coming from Peltos now?
That's... Josh, I sort of examine, once again, like I did in which, unfortunately, some of the shadows last time. Self-examination. Do I have
You
magic?
get engulfed by flames and you're now a pile of ash on the ground. Stop doing that, Tom!
Hello, it's me, Berry, Hawthorne's twin sister, for good's sake.
Can you imagine if Les Mis would have been very different? Jean Valjean was like, "Who am I?"
This is why we don't do self-examination.
Before you even get a
Every
chance,
single show, the second song is usually the "I Want" song. It's like, "Who am I? What do I want? Nothing."
You want the void.
before you even get a chance to do your self-examination, you feel a hand on your shoulder.
Right.
And as you turn to look, and Elodie and Visania can see this as well. For Elodie and Visania, you can see what looks to be an elven spirit holding on to Bram's shoulder. For Bram, your father is stood there in spirit form, holding onto your shoulder.
Hi,
A
Dad.
big smile on his face.
You too, Kent. This is my father.
He nods towards the pair of you, but doesn't say anything.
No.
Again, like my hands are going through, but I'm trying to like clasp his hand on my shoulder.
Your son's great.
He looks towards you and smiles and nods. He looks back towards you, Bram, and he holds out his hand. And as he does, you watch as these flames begin to form in his hand. And you watch as it begins to extend outwards from like goes down from one side and then up the other side, and the flames form into something in his hand, and he hands that to you. At the minute, to everybody, it is just like he's handing you a ball of fire.
I take this great ball of fire.
You take the great ball of fire. Now, Bram, I have a question for you. This is a conversation that Tom and I have had previously. Would you like to focus on? I'm going to word this in a way that you're going to be like, "Well, would you like to focus on your mother's side or on your father's side?"
I get what you're putting down. I spent most of my life focusing on my mother's side. Let's try my father for a while. Let's see what that sounds like.
The flame extends outwards in your hand and you're able to grip onto something, and as the flames disappear, you can see in your hand is a bandor, or is a lute bandor looking thing. This is a magic item that you'll be able to add to your character sheet. I will find the proper name for it and send that to you.
Thank you.
This is looks exactly like the one that you left in Merkstead, except for it's got engravings at the bottom, and in the bottom right corner of the engraving is a picture. It's a picture of your mother, your father, you, Greta, and Oro.
Wow. Family heirloom, I guess.
Elodie just starts crying again.
While everyone else is having their slightly introspective moments, I just want to hold on to pendant that I got from Ethia and just have a slight prayer of thank you to Ethia and Freya both for helping me help make this happen.
That pendant is boiling hot. It's like it took a lot of power from... It drew a lot of power from that to do what you did. Your father goes to put his hands on either side of your head, Bram, but obviously can't because he's a spirit, but he touches his forehead to yours, and all of you watch as his spirit disappears into pixie dust, basically. Or fairy dust. Dust.
Sling it over my back. So that as like starry wisps appear around my hand, I've got magic.
That's wonderful.
Bram starts crying now.
Well, for anybody who might be keeping track, Abraham or Bram has now lost his warlock levels, and those levels have been replaced with Bard to represent his father.
Yeah.
He's just a boy. Wow. Yeah. So yeah, I got magic. Yeah.
Let's go eat food, and then I'm going to ask you. We're going to test out everything that you can do, so I can make notes.
Oh, please. I realised that last time. Well, it seems like a long time ago since we had the conversation when you came in. You have plans. You got good plans of the layer. Again, I think Sunny lights up, and Bram also sort of lights up, and then looks at Elodie, and it's sort of like it's probably the easiest we've had in a while. I was like, yeah, let's
Oh no, Elodie is still crying. I'm just looking exhausted.
Look, it's been a big day.
Oh, yes.
Soup. I live
Fighting a
I
dragon.
have to change all my plans, but Elodie, you did a really good job.
Yeah, you both. Yeah, Elodie, thank you.
I should not do science.
No, it's...
You have your family back.
Well, I mean, that's a conversation I need to have when I get back to Merkstead, but I got to see my son...
Have your father with you.
Yeah.
Have your father with you. After however long, and you have another chance to be a father to your son as well. And you're going to do a wonderful job.
Yeah.
And he will know his father. And he will know that he is loved.
Sometimes that's all you need, right?
Yes.
That and also... No, again, both of you, words can't express my gratitude. Yeah, let's go eat and let's go help some people. Hey?
You will make your way down into the main forge area. Valak seemingly has gotten over his trauma rather quickly, and maybe because somebody shouted at him about it.
Repress.
Yeah.
If in doubt, repress.
I mean, he was part of the Marley crew. And if Marley, who was also like, it's fine, just don't let people get close to you, and then you won't be sad. And it's like, no, don't listen to the captain. Not good advice.
And Amara doesn't come down with you straight away, but Ingrid, who's been here the entire time, has been down in the forge and has been working on getting molds and stuff ready for... So she's missed all of this. She doesn't know any of this has happened.
We all just come down like...
You all look traumatised.
I know of order that on the way down to the kitchens, Ram and Elodie's feet are not touching the floor because Bess is just straight up carrying them.
And as you can all begin to have some lunch, and the Valak and Ingrid begin working on the Aetherite.
Not even halfway through the day.
Not even halfway through the day yet. But we are going to take our break, as we have gone well over the half half-time mark on that, so we're going to go take a quick 5-10 minute break. We're going to chill out and calm down from all of the emotions that we've all just felt there. I'm going to go clear the blood out of my eardrums from the screaming, and we are going to see you in about 5 to 10 minutes. Bye. Welcome back, everybody. We have had our short rest, and we are going to dive straight back into the next half of this session. In the first half, Bram died. Bram got resurrected. There was screaming. There was emotions. There was magic items handed over. There was sad farewells to spirit dads. There was sad farewells to spirit foxes. There was group hugging. All of the things happened.
We're family now. It's official.
Yep, Vin Diesel has appeared and gone family.
We've done the big forearm shake. Yeah.
And we are going to dive back into this session with Valak and Ingrid working on the Aetherite and making the requested items. I believe from memory that Elodie asked for 6 to 10 bullets for her pistol. Bram has asked for a melee weapon, I believe.
Yes. Because it's slightly changed, because previously he was like, I don't have anything ranged, but now he's like, I have no weapon whatsoever apart from magic. So yeah, something melee would be useful.
Yep, so you will be given something melee, probably a mace, because that's what Valak saw you using. And Visanya has asked for a long sword.
Yeah, that's what I didn't know how to use anyway.
Yep, so
It's just not to metagame at all, but knowing Bram had no weapon, if it was easier to offer, like Elodie has a rapier in her bag of holding. If it would be easier to turn that rapier into an Aetherite rapier, and if that would be more useful than a mace to Bram.
I mean, it's more of a bardy weapon. I mean, hate to turn on my mum but yeah, let's change it up. Let's try me with a rapier.
Yeah.
It's quite Abacathian looking.
Nice.
Yeah. So instead of Valak will decline changing that into an Aetherite weapon because he would have to destroy it afterwards. And seeing also that Bram hasn't got a weapon, he's like, just keep that, and I will make you another rapier to complement it, because you're going to have to throw all of these weapons in the lava once you're done anyway. We'll do the whole roleplay side of things in a moment, but in terms of what you're going to get, Elodie, you're going to get 6 Aether rounds for your pistol. Bram, you're going to get a Aether rapier, and Visanya, you will get a Aether longsword. You will each be given 2 Aether daggers as well Aetherite daggers that you can throw. So you've all got a little bit of range if you need to throw them.
Great.
2 daggers.
But that will be something that's happening while you get to roleplay your plans and all of that sort of stuff. So that's where we're going to dive in with you all in the kitchen eating your soup with, I'm guessing, all of Visanya's notes and everything on the table ready to battle plan.
I've got notes. Everyone now gets to see the notes I've been making about them and their abilities and things on the sly. And therefore I think their strengths and weaknesses are.
Have you graded us out of 10 like Solomon and Talia did?
It is a very special esoteric grading system based on different situations and responses to... Yes.
I appear to be grade orange. I don't know what that means.
Well, your notes don't make any sense now. I need new notes.
Right. What did you tell us that our weaknesses were? Go on.
Emotional vulnerability?
Oh, fair. I mean, as it turned out, I think for both of us, that's not unfair. That we are...
So the only 2 people in the entire party who have emotional vulnerability as well.
I just love that I'm just smiling and she's just like, oh dear. Like, that's
Elder
not...
to think again.
It's not a bad thing. It's a good quality to have as a person, but something to be aware of. On the other hand, having an unawareness of one's own emotional reactions also can be a weakness in some situations. It's all very circumstantial. That's why there are so many numbers.
It doesn't make sense the way you've laid them out. There are different... if you just put them in a table, or... See, you couldn't make an easy graph out of that. It doesn't make sense.
It's partly because it's coded, so that if it falls into someone else's hands without me explaining it, they have no idea what's going on. Second, because things change and fluctuate all the time, so you have to be able to keep the minds and the abilities of various troops and their interactions and whatever's been going on and how things may work in different reactions. So mostly it lives in here.
But it just means that there's so much that's messy, and yes, as you said, that it lives in your head, and there must be a better way to store this information.
Again, well, if it's easily stored and easily seeable, someone else can see it.
That is true.
I mean, this one just says +5 attack, so I'm not quite sure what that means. I assume that's good, but...
Elodie is just sort of like sketching in a notebook some kind of weird idea for some sort of magical computational device.
You're also inventing a war game where you'll just be like... This is like old war games where people were like, what's your HP? Well, how many shells could you be hit by? 1. Then you've got an HP of 1. You're not a battleship. Yeah.
During this period of eating food, this would be considered a short rest, which is exactly the amount of time that Bram needs to attune to the new weapon, the new item that he's got. I also need a Constitution saving throw from Bram, please.
Oh, must I? New body. It's an 11.
You get a shooting pain through the front of your head, and then you just open your eyes and go, fuck, Lilly.
Oh, shit.
What?
Oh, my God. I left someone in the swamps.
Guardians.
Guardians, you're right,
But
Lilly.
you left someone at what? Swamps?
So-
Lily's a guardian?
No, Lily's my friend. Lee went into the sleep. Solomon said he was going to fix it. Solomon knew how to fix the sleep.
What?
Right, so, to the west, let's say he's too excited when he actually gestures beside it. The swamps across from your island, that, I ended up there with my mother. Meanwhile, the daughter of the mayor of one of those towns out there, got killed. The family got killed by the Imperium. I was working with her. We started doing research. Oh my God, we started doing research into the temples. Oh God, I had notes. Oh God, I knew all this stuff. Anyway, my friend went into the dragon sleep, and before I went back with Greta and Mr. Solomon, and we said we were going to help her, but he obviously hasn't helped us. So, oh God, I've left someone behind.
Your friend's a dragon?
Dragonkin.
And Solomon knows how to deal with the dragon sleep.
Because he said, go get the dragon fawn. This is what you need to do. This is how you can fix this. He's known this entire time how to fix it.
Then why wouldn't he say that he knew when Lilla went into it herself? His own granddaughter.
Because he wanted to send us here, maybe?
Well, we have Dragonthorn. We have plenty of Dragonthorn, but why wouldn't he just say we need that for both your hand and Lilla?
I do not know.
We also need seaweed. I don't know if we forgot about that. We need to buy... There's some...
Oh, yes.
Seaweed.
Okay, so deal with dragon. Go back home. Fix Lilla, because Lilla's on...
Yeah.
It's not natural on a time scale. Kick Solomon's ass. Go save your friend.
Yeah.
And bring her back.
So...
And potentially figure out where my shadow went.
Also
that too. So the Imperium was trying to kill her. I don't... but she had gone into her sleep. But actually
Why was the Imperium trying to kill her?
So...
Can I roll for memory? Had any reports?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Was
roll...
it Visenya?
You can roll a history check.
Which dragon?
Folks, when we were playing the previous game, every time I was meeting someone, I was like, is that Visenya? No, she's busy. Yeah, but what about her?
That is I'm a -1. 17.
Nope. No reports of trying to assassinate a dragonkin of any sort came across your desk.
Not
In all of that confusion of what Bram just said, reports of an attack on a town in the swamps also didn't cross your desk. Whatever Bram is talking about it was not, you weren't privy to.
interesting.
As he sort of like goes, Josh, what was the name of Kimdak's second in command?
Jevrik Rusin.
Jevrik. I've met Jevrik before. Jevrik. So there was an item out in the swamp that Lilly's father was protecting. An artifact. Jevrik was there. Jevrik stole it. So
I mean, what kind of artifact do you know? I mean, and protecting an artifact may be a reason for an Imperium person to try and kill.
It's called the Dragon's Heart. It's about, well, it's that weird thing where it's like, this is a long time for him, but also really fresh because all these memories come back. He sort of like describes, it's stone, right, Josh? It's
It looked like it was made out of gold stone.
Yeah. I described the Dragon's Heart. I also, I mean, for time, where it explained that Lily had then become mayor of this town. We had gone and tried to say hello to another town where the Imperium were involved. The Imperium then, well, the mayor of that other town had tried to assassinate Lily.
Imperium, not as a. If it was an official operation, it would have crossed my desk, and it's not something that I remember. So,
it was about, even sort of like flickers, about 10 years ago. They just left the bodies there. We actually did a good job of trying to like clear the bodies up as well. So there's a lot more going on here. And I mean, we're coming into this going, there's a lot going on, but there's a lot more going on. So
of the horsemen until not 10 years ago, we still didn't have, we weren't in power yet, or at least as a sect. Whoever was running. Who was running before us?
It would have been just the high generals, and none of the horsemen were operating as higher ups at that point. They were sort of put into their positions all at the same time, yourself and the other three. So it would have just been the higher generals that you would have taken command of. So yeah, it would have been something that you wouldn't have known about.
Except for we would have done research on things that we were coming and stepping into. So now I'm just trying to work out who was doing the most jockeying for position and who had the most, like, to lose. This might be something that I need to think about for a time, but I want to go spend, when I have time, I'm making a note of it. I want to think about what the power plays were.
You would know as a previous horseman that if anybody would have known about it and would have read about the report, it probably would have been Feldra, who hang on, pestilence. Trying to remember the bloody horseman now. Famine. Yes, she was the horseman of famine, and also master of secrets.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Feldra's a bitch.
Also, more importantly for Bram, one memory that does strike you is that you found notes and reports on 3 artifacts that they were looking for. The Dragon's Heart, which was in the swamps. The Undying Circlet, which was to the north, which you now know is the item that was used to start the Rising. And then there is a 3rd item, which is located in the mountains above Merkstead.
How convenient.
How convenient. And all 3 of those items make one big fuck off item that you're not sure what it does. But the Dragon's Heart has the ability to control the land around it.
Yeah.
Or the earth around it.
With the Dragon's Heart, supposedly like new land can be formed and manipulated. You can move the mountains themselves. I mean, this one in the north obviously can be used to control the dead to rise. And then whatever happens to be in this temple that everyone's getting all worked up about, which we're assuming is still involved with being able to bring people back. which... Well, at least I can confirm that my father doesn't want to be revived. I've been able to have a talk with him and be able to go, that's not my focus now. But...
That possible?
To bring people back?
Oh, that after that long?
Well,
Kimdak certainly thinks so.
I mean...
Or at least we believe that's his motivation.
I mean, the Guardians were saying that they couldn't just bring a body back, but maybe... Like I've been saying with this, like, the darkness, it's never good, you know, to have that amount of power. And to be honest, like, the stories are always like, oh, they came back differently and I don't understand them. But most of the time it's like, no, it's you, the summoner, who's changed. You're not the one that the terrible deeds you've done made your family not love you anymore. And that's the tragedy, you know, to change yourself is to...
Sorry, I had a passing moment of whether or not I could bring back mine, but his energy.
Again, Vez, I don't think that's a bad thought, but I think there's a cost to these things. There always is. And hopefully, I mean, hey, death, it was a lot of memories. It's a lot of memories and a lot of being able to be told, maybe because everyone was working towards a purpose with me, and then I didn't get to be on like a magical bridge or anything, or like in a swamp. You know, it's.
What did you see?
I got to see my family. I got to see when I was little and I was happy. I got to see my grandfather. I got to meet Peltos, and this shadowy, but. You can touch things. I ate. I don't think that's a good idea in the afterlife, but, you know. It didn't hurt. I don't think I had appreciated how chronic the pain was until it stopped. And now, you know, now the body's itself again, and I'm in no rush to get back there, but it was nice, and it gave me closure. I feel better in myself, but I hope that when it comes, well, now I've kind of promised myself to be carrying around a guardian, so who knows what's going to happen to me. But
if it comes too early, I will fight him.
Good, and I think you would win. Anyway, so as I said, Solomon. Bastard, established. He knew Lilly's father. They were friends. And now I think about it, like lots of conversations I had with Solomon, even back then, was like, oh, of course we're going to help. Oh, of course, you know, you come, you do a little job for me. I'll get the dragon form and then we can save your friend. And then, I mean, no mention of her. She might even still be out there. Probably should go check. I mean, we had contacts with the mayor of the place, and Solomon said, "Oh, we'll pay to make sure he's okay." But for all I know, he's just tipped her into the swamp.
It is so strange. I've had conversations with this man where I have been 100% in my right wits, and I have felt in my heart of hearts that he was telling the truth, and was sorry and repentant and was earnest, and I believe it. I believed it, and not in a way that I look back on and think that I was deceived.
I think he's coming at things from a very different point of view. I think, like I said, like he knew a way to save his granddaughter, but he doesn't. That's not. I mean, it's a bit like, to be honest, Vez, it's a bit like the sort of stuff you could be doing where you're like, let's think of this as numbers, let's think of this as plans. Yes, okay, it's upsetting that we lose this squadron, but that's not important, that's that bit. I think he thinks he's a good guy, but he's like taking on the danger, taking on the risk, and
it's always important, but it matters, but in the moment, it's not important. The goal.
Do you think he was lying about... He said that he told Kimdak that you needed to sacrifice the whole person to complete the ritual, and then he told us that he only told Kimdak that to make him stop and pause and not try it. And obviously that didn't work, but was he lying about that to us as well?
I don't think...
Is he just trying to gain our trust? So that he can throw us to whatever opening this temple will do?
He knew, I was going to say, that I was more than I was pretending to be. But I could also sense in him something that was... In a world of, like, people with access to magic and champions of guardians, at times he felt more than that. Something very individual. I think he means well. I'm not entirely sure he understands how people work.
I think he's forgotten that.
He is ancient in a way that Perry is as well.
But Perry's...
You saw his journals, right? In the same archive as Perry's. He has his own journals that he cannot read.
Oh, says he can't.
Or says he can't.
Just not to be able to.
I think that might be a risk for him. Where he's like, if he doesn't want to remember what he used to be, and like, oh, that's another thing. I made the Guardian cry because I asked if he was sad that he lost his sister, and he never thought about it. These almighty powerful creatures never considered, like, the pain of personal loss, and, like, gestured to Eladine as, like, emotional, and that's important. I mean, there's even now you want to bring back the ones you love, that matters, that does. But I think Solomon probably thinks, like, for me personally, like, my family's been playing pieces for him. Like my dad was like, oh yeah, no, we loved Solomon, and now I'm seeing more. He had these clever people round his finger. And
I had soldiers who I cared for deeply.
of course you did.
I picked them. When other goals became important, I left them. They just weren't. I am now regretting that, but I feel when I call on what I used to be, I have to be very careful about how I use it. But because I've got the support of people around me, I know that I need to be careful. If Solomon's not had that, he would have been just letting that happen. And people come and people go. You can try, but I don't think, Elodie, that you were wrong in seeing good in him. But it's looking at the stars and expecting them to behave by our own moral judgment.
I think we...
I was going to say, all we can do is try.
Agreed. I just also think we've got to be very careful when we go back about what path we're being pushed down, and also what exactly happens if we refuse.
I mean, I was just going to punch him in the face.
It's a good start. I mean, I loved him. When I was young, I loved him like he was like a granddad, took care of me, took care of Greta. He made food for us, cared, and I had it instilled with me that, like, you can always trust Mr. Solomon. He's the one you can turn to. I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be even surprised if he was already starting to get his claws into Oro. Oh, isn't he a clever boy? Oh, wouldn't he be great?
Like a person with a pet. You love your pet, but don't explain your reasons to the pet.
Wow. Yeah, no, I hadn't thought about that way. Yeah, that's...
Elodie just gives Corvu scritches.
Oh. We will explain our reasoning to Corvu. Corvu is Corvu's the fourth party member.
That's a little guy.
Right. Anyway, with that with that painful revelation.
What do you do now, Mum?
Right. Okay, so I did a little bit of magic. Sort of reach over, swing the loot around. There's magic in this. Hold on. Let me just starts playing, and it's like, yeah, there's definitely there's magic in it. I think I can protect myself from being. Hold on, Josh, it's been enough time for me to be attuned. You said
Yes.
Bram starts playing like a calming song. Basically, he ends up casting protection from energy for fire, which makes sense as we're about to go into. And I think just the two of you just see like a light from the loot. This sort of fiery light just covers, and then the fire just sort of stays slightly sort of ember-like on his skin. He's like, okay, so that's a start. I'm probably not going to get hurt so badly from yeah. Look at the
As the magic dies down from the loot itself, the last place that the magic sort of fades from is the picture of your family, or the engraving of your family.
It's the greatest power, folks. Family. God, we're going to go back to town. Greta's like, can you just take that off? I know. Here's a sticker. Just put that over the work on this.
Oh, symbology is nice. When are you going to do the babysitting?
Yeah.
Are you going to step up?
I haven't had a chance. Do you think Bram's going to turn it down now? He's like, actually...
She needs a night out on the town with the girls.
Step up to the streets.
What's the one pub that like we haven't gone to where it's the bit dodgy?
The Shady Gull.
Shady Gull. We're going to do shots of the gull.
Sailors.
Next episode, Girls' Night Out.
That's very funny.
We take the dragon with us as well.
Yeah. Meanwhile, me and my two dads are like, so this is the three orcs are like, so this is a baby. It's like, I'm
3
actually
orcs and a baby.
I'm actually 5 years old. I've started reading. Of course you have. Bram says there's that. I think there might be other spells, but I've got I have the rapier now. I can also do stuff with light, so sort of range stuff. Yeah, it's much easier, really, rather than having a dark passenger in my head. I think, yeah, I might need more time to examine the music, but yeah.
I am not much more for them being a big shiny distraction in the middle of everything. So my focus is maybe if we get the dragon and its thing to focus on me. I know that, Elodie, you've been fantastic at support. You can switch between support and fighting very well.
I can... Looks over the shoulder to check to see if she can sense Aravis at all. I think Aravis is still with me. I can fly as well if we need a distraction to raise its head up so you can attack the parasite.
Well, and I'm going to just go dig in my notes and get out the map that I put together. Just going to show you. So there's a lot of lava pits. Beauty flying and distractions, keeping yourself as far away from things as possible. Maybe while I'm looking at it head on, you try and sneak around the back, Bram.
Get it in the behind.
Yeah, try and shave off as much parasite.
I mean, I don't think that's where the parasite is, Bram.
Around the back. Well, I can go around the side, I suppose.
Valak comes in at this point, and he's got all of the weapons and everything prepared. Between him and Ingrid, they were able to do it within a short rest.
Beautiful.
And that's really good. And like, he puts it all down on the side. Like, the parasite is attached to Farifar's chest. The tail extends down towards its, just past his stomach, and is sort of embedded in there as well. It's like it's punctured his hide and is sucking the life force out of him. I should say that you don't have to worry about Farafar flying. He's not one of those types of dragons. He's not an arch dragon.
That's something at least.
We
are in a cave.
You're in a cave. He's a royal dragon. He's a drake, to be specific. Has big horns. That's how you can tell. The male drakes have large horns. Incredible swimmer. So those pits that you can see, he'll be able to swim between them. Will be incredibly hard to pin down. But the key is going to be to attack the parasite. Avoid his attack. Try and stay as far away from Farafar's attacks as you can, because he's a dragon at the end of the day, and just try and take out that parasite. As soon as that parasite is gone, Farafar will return back to normal and he will stop attacking.
Would you say that Farafar... I mean, how big would you say? Would you say that he was large or mechanically huge?
He's large. He used to be bigger.
Well,
used to be. I think the life being drained from him has shrunk him a little bit.
All right.
Some might say he might have been gargantuan at some point.
Oh gosh.
wow.
Well, fortunately, if just large now, can either of you do any magic to, I don't know, confound his ability to struggle against things with strength?
I mean, I can cast. I have the ability to go and just kind of like weaken someone in a specific area that I want to focus on if I concentrate on it.
If you could focus on his strength, then he is more likely to be vulnerable to my blood binding. Because I can try it, but I don't know. It depends on how strong he is.
He's pretty strong. Even in his diminished form, he's quite strong.
If we have to, if we have to fight him himself, I'm not saying that we probably. If we have to, I have the ability, once they're low enough, to send them to sleep instead, so we wouldn't have to finish a job.
That would be useful.
That would be good. We can do that.
So, if in doubt, if we have to fight him, we don't have to kill him.
Well, we're trying not to do that, regardless.
No, but I'm saying if we have no other choice,
Yeah.
get him down to sleep. Yeah, but he has to be weak enough for me to.
Of course. All right then.
Right. Well, we've had something to eat. We've made a plan. Mechanically, both of you add 3 temporary hit points, and also because I've been gently strumming at the lute this time, please both of you put a D6 in your back pocket for the next hour.
Yeah.
Yay!
Thanks, inspiration.
Thank you.
Of the bardic variety.
Varric, are there any particular noises or smells that you think would attract his attention?
No, but he does have a hoard down there.
Oh,
If you were to go, just going down there isn't going to draw his attention out. But if you go near his hoard, then he'll come out.
Right.
That's also where the item is that you said that the cipher that you were looking for is.
oh, so don't let him throw lava on the horde, ideally.
He will protect that hoard of his life. He won't risk breathing fire on it or anything.
So if in
Anything
doubt,
to-
stand by the horde.
Yes, you need to get to the hoard, but yes, you would need to get over the lava pits and all of that to get there. But if you get close enough to it, he will come out, but he won't risk damaging the stuff that's in there. Even with the fact that he's currently possessed, that's the one draconic thing about him that sort of pushes through even possession by a parasite. His greed. Well, I wouldn't say greed, but his desire to protect what is in the hoard.
I was thinking we could, I don't know, make a sound of a thief. And, Visania, you could throw this. Picks up, like, just a little pebble. You could throw this. I can make it sound like a thief. And you could throw this at the horde to see if that would bring him out.
You could make it sound like coins jangling, which might lead him to believe that somebody's in his horde.
No, I want to know what you think the sound of a thief sounds like. I am curious.
Oh, I don't know. Just sort of like, hee hee hee. Treasure.
Swiper.
Swiper, no swiping. No, that, yeah. No, I mean, jangling, he. I think that would, if I was a dragon, that would certainly draw my attention.
The only sounds I've ever heard thieves make is the sound of screaming as the traps go and take off their hands.
I don't know if that would work.
Wow, that sounds pretty dark.
She's had quite a time.
Well, I'll prepare a couple anyway, and I'll just keep them in my my bag that I made, so they can't be hurt unless I take them out.
Nice.
Now, who's going? You, Mimi, Amara? Are you coming?
No.
Sure. Be helpful.
No, I'm good, thank you. I'm going to stay up here, and then if anything happens to you lot, I can report it back to our grandmother. Excuse me, love, I'm definitely not going down there to fight, so I could do that. I forgot you were here for a second.
She's been here the entire time.
I've been here the entire time. I've been slaving away at this bloody forge. No, I'm just going to stay here and put my feet up.
That is fair. I did not figure that you would be of any kind of help or use whatsoever, so I've not even accounted for you.
Benny, that's very rude. Ingrid is...
Oh, not
Great.
Ingrid, Amara.
Oh.
I'm going to come down with you, though.
Really? Well, I suppose...
Farafar's my friend. I want to make sure that I can help.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I mean, if you can try and do what you did with me, that might help. Just... I think actually...
I don't want to kill him, so I'm not going to do that. Not that I wanted to kill you. I didn't know that was going to happen.
I'm sure I upset you in a previous life. Don't worry about it. I'm joking. Anyway, Vasali, I think I've got a bit of healing still, so that might, if you put that in your chart. My point being that if we do a damage to this dragon, we can try and stabilize them. Right.
Well, they've preloaded Exogryph with the bullets.
Let's go kill a parasite.
Well, we've already done one today, so...
Will down the Ember Potion. Just nods at you.
Flames in the entire place. Ram.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You can see fiery wings coming off of the back of Elodie. Although Elodie
Like
can't
this?
see them.
Oh, can I not? Okay, fine.
No.
I don't.
And Elodie, phoenix feathers are Ember's additional addition to you.
Yes, this will do nicely.
Good to see you again, Ember.
Let us go.
Nice to meet you properly.
As Walker's like, well, last time we lost our entire house, so it's better.
So,
Yeah.
we'll talk at some point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you and the menagerie could probably have like a nice little tea party.
Oh, they frequently insist on it. It's been a little bit quieter since Perceptia has, Yes. She was the one that was always on about taking tea.
Well, what exactly is your tipple then?
Honestly, I haven't drunk a drop since my tower burned down.
Wow. I'll tell you what, if we make this through rounds on me, I think I owe both of you At least.
I mean, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm only here in spirit. You've seen Elodie on drink, haven't you?
It's funny.
She's. Yeah, no, maybe we don't get Elodie drunk. Also, here in spirit's quite fun. I don't know if you intended that. That's quite fun. Yeah, no, fair enough. Alonzi.
I am voting for getting Elodie drunk.
I mean, hopefully we'll have time once we've,
No, Alorum starts coming to the front even though he's not been summoned, and it's
Wow.
inconvenient.
Right, is this the door to get in?
You're halfway down the stairs at this point.
Yeah.
You watch as the stairs go from standard stone to an obsidian black, and you begin making your way down, and you can feel the heat coming from down here. And as you get into the main cavernous area, there's no like torches or anything along the walls or anything. Everything is lit up by the large amount of lava that is down here, and the heat itself is oppressing. Not to the point where you're going to have to make saving throws just yet, but you can see stalactites all over the place, possibly can be used as cover. And you can see that there are rivers of lava that flow, but there are plenty of places where you can walk around and stuff. You can see the glint of gold off in the distance on the other side of the cave, and a large pile of it as well looks to be a hoard of gold, but you don't see any dragons or a dragon.
We'll take out one of the little magical tinkering stones and hand it to Visenya.
Do I sneak my way there? Guidance me.
Hand on, you just get a little flamey ripple.
Because I have disadvantage on stealth checks.
You've also got the D6.
Yeah.
So,
You know you can throw that. You don't have to get to the treasure yourself.
Oh, I know that, but I gotta get close enough, and I'd rather it go to the treasure and not to me.
Okay, so make your stealth check, please. And how close are you looking to get?
I mean, I'm pretty strong, so I can throw relatively well.
Yes. For the audience members, there is a map for this that the players have access to. That map is to scale. Each square is 5 foot. So so this chamber is about 160 to 170 feet across.
So I think if I veer round the left, I could throw it.
Oh, what am I doing? Corvo can just drop it there.
Oh.
unless you want to try and do your toss.
Corvo can. I made 2. Corvo can have the other one, and keep it safe until we need it, as a secondary distraction.
Useful. Always have something in the back. If it's going to find me face to face anyway, if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. I have something secret in the back corner. If I get to the top, from the far side of that top lava as it comes in, I could probably throw it from there to the gold pit.
But 50 foot, you're looking to throw that.
Yeah, you can do that. It's like a pebble.
How far could I throw in real life if I was strong?
Don't actually know.
How
But
far
I'm
do
gonna. You're superhuman. Roll me a strength check.
Okay. But I rolled a 15 on trying to vaguely be sneaky.
With guidance.
Oh, but that, yes, which is a D.
4.
I rolled a 16 on trying to be sneaky.
Nice.
You seem to be sneaky enough. Maybe.
Yeah, that's fine. Those with disadvantage. Oh, strength check. Then it's 7. Are we saying athletics? Yes, we are.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Athletics. Yeah. Makes
Fantastic.
sense.
24.
Hey.
I mean, I don't know what the average distance a normal person can throw things, but you're all superheroes, so you just sort of fly through the air, and even before it hits into the gold, you hear it begin to make the noise as that begins echoing across.
Treasure. Treasure.
So cute.
The average person can throw a stone around 50 to 70 yards, approximately 45 to 65 meters. So,
But what's that in feet?
Yards.
What
I think yards is. I think yards is. Feet
I think
is
let's just
I think
answer
yards
this.
is half.
A javelin
Feet.
throw is about.
They're saying about 30 to 40 feet. So I
Okay.
think this makes perfect sense.
Yeah, so you've just thrown it an extra 10 to 20 feet, so it's fine.
She's strong.
Oh, strong baby.
Yeah, it lands in. The noises go off, and you hear a rumbling come from underneath the lava as a large draconic form erupts out of the lava and lands in front of the dragon's horde, and you can see it snarling away. I'm going to need everybody to roll me initiative, please.
For the viewers, you can't hear this, but the music has just changed from very quiet to like proper. What?
I can hear the music now. I couldn't before. Now I
Yeah,
can.
the boss battle music is quite loud.
Okay. 16 initiative.
16 for Fezania,
19 for Bram.
19 for Bram,
23 for Ember.
Booyah.
23 for Ember. I'm going to have to put Ember in brackets, otherwise I will call you Elodie.
Rude.
And unfortunately, Valak let the side down and rolled a 4.
Oh, no.
Hey, sometimes it's good to come and bring down the rear.
Yeah.
I hate going early when I'm a cleric.
I mean, he's not a cleric, but
Oh no, but like there are sometimes when I don't want to go too early. Like I either want to go first and set things up, or at the end and know what everyone else has done wrong.
Is that what the new alert allows you to do? Where it's like, I can do a swap. There's a
you
new
can swap,
feat.
you
Yeah.
can swap around, yeah. Okay, right. So we come into combat. You see this Drake, as I said, as Valak described. This is a dragon that does not have wings. It looks more like a large canine in a way. Well, it looks like a large dragon without wings, big horns on its head that descend back, and it looks towards you, all seeing. Now it can't see that there isn't a figure within its treasures. It turns and spots all of you, and as it rears its head up into a like it's about to breathe fire on you sort of way, you can see attached to its front of its chest is this purple and black insectoid-like creature. It's got 6 legs that look like they've pierced into the side, into its chest cavity, and a long scorpion-like tail that descends down into the stomach. And it looks like it's wiggling around a little bit. Ember, you get to go first.
Great. Is it just going to stay there, rearing up?
Yes, it's not his turn yet.
Fabulous. Handy. So we just, I mean, Ember already has the phoenix feathers and just like little hints for those who can see it and wisps of fire around her. And she'll just sort of look up and I'll sod it. I'll go full 90s kids TV. Ah! And the wings actually appear out of the back. I'm going to go for the flying ones this time as Aravis joins. So they are dark, feathery wings mixed. They start golden at the top and spread out into sort of decayed feathers towards the end. But because this is Ember's form, they are phoenix feathers as well. So there's like red and gold into black. And she ascends into the air and starts flying towards, ideally, I would like to be within 30 feet. I don't think I can fly that far. So where do we start at the bottom of these stairs?
You do, yes.
Okay.
I'll have
in
the
that
map
case-
appear so the audience can see everything as well. There won't be tokens or anything, but you'll use your imagination.
You'll get vibes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'm probably only really getting into the... I'm not going to go above the lava, but like the southwest corner of the big lava pool is as far as I will get, which is still like 5, 10, 15, okay, it's still within 90 feet, so I can... Do I save... I don't think I'm close enough. I don't want to risk not hitting. I've got a good bonus. Sod it, we'll try while it's rearing up. So I guess it will be with disadvantage, but I've got my bardic to see. I'm going to try shooting.
Go shoot.
Make me a shoot.
Oh, it was an 18 and an 8. Okay, so even with an 8, it's an 18 to hit.
Are you aiming for the dragon? Or you're aiming for
Parasite.
the parasite? Okay, that hits the parasite.
With the aether bullets.
Bullet.
Great, so that's going to be a D10. Where is my D10? There you go. So that's going to be 13 damage with the aetherite bullet. Actually, no, and I'm going to... sorry. Doesn't take an action to... Oh, it will have taken action to do... Crimson Right, yes. So I've used my bonus action, so that's no extra necrotic damage.
Okay. So you fire your shot and it hits into the side of the carapace of this insectoid, and you watch as it squirms and part of the carapace breaks away, and you watch as the claws retract inwards and cause the muscles and the bone, sort of the armored part of the dragon, sort of crunch together, and you hear the dragon let out a whelp and a roar as it is being hurt by this.
I suggest you let go. That is my turn.
Awesome. Ram, your turn.
Right. So Ember's flying a dragon. How high up is the parasite?
Parasite is attached to the dragon, so probably about 10, 15 foot off the ground. The dragon stands at probably 25 feet when it's at its highest.
And for the information we were given, we're saying the aether weapons are the only thing that can hurt the parasite, or is the only thing that can kill the parasite?
Only thing that can hurt the parasite.
Right, so any other kind of damage would, using a different like using a spell wouldn't hurt the parasite.
Valak didn't say anything about spells, or at least I didn't say anything about spells, but Valak would say that magic might work against it, but it's not as effective as what Aetherite would be. It would be, basically, it would have resistance to magical damage.
Interesting.
But non-Aetherite weapons will do absolutely nothing to it.
Yeah. So I've got the Aetherite rapier. I'm gonna try using some magic now. I've got it. Not a warlock anymore. I mean, I never had Eldritch Blast. I mean, could you imagine such powers? But Ram's like, all right, okay. Sort of like, kind of feels he's like, got the rapier, got the dagger. He's like, well, let's see. It'll be useful to know. As he sort of again, so if we think of this like Final Fantasy, of like, here comes the move, here's the cutscene. Bram, so eyes shut, eyes open with the fire of the Phoenix, and just froze.
Team Phoenix.
Team Phoenix.
Ching ching.
I take it a 10 doesn't hit.
Not the parasite, no.
Okay, I guess I'm hurting the dragon then. I'm happy.
Doesn't hit the dragon either.
Yeah, just like there's that, and then just watch it, and as it goes flying up. I'm gonna say it does hit, but I don't put enough like oomph into it because I'm not quite sure what it does, and I'm like, well, interesting. As I look at my two companions, don't know if magic works or not. Sorry about that. Getting used to it. Okay, that was.
Elodie believes in you. Don't let her down.
Whatever you say, boss. that is an folks. Sometimes your action is just a waste, and yeah. Can I just sort of like, because I've got like Battle Master, sort of like, can I make like an intelligence sort of thing of like going, okay, where would be a nice place for me to, like, when this dragon comes down, is there like a good place to be? So like, if we're trying to, basically also taking what Vez was saying about like battle strategy, where would be a good place for me to move to be prepared?
I'm not going to make you make any sort of a roll for that, because rolling a natural 1 on that seems really poor.
I trip and fall in the lava.
Yeah, if this dragon was to spew its fire at you, best place for you to probably be would be behind one of the stalactites.
I will...
Mates.
Tights hang from the
Hold
ceiling.
Yes,
tight.
I knew what I meant.
Yeah.
The big pointy rocks.
Stalactite, as it gnaws in. Yeah,
More like Stalic fight.
Hey.
I think I'll move around. It's not like I'm using a hide action, but just taking a moment to be like, okay, put myself behind it. While also clocking where my three compatriots. Sorry, I forgot. you are also here. You've got a 4 on your initiative, but you're still
Corvu is also here.
You're the rune guy. Don't let them take that away from you. Roundabout way of saying I use my movement to move behind a static mite and just prepare for the next round.
Awesome. At the end of your turn, you watch as the dragon looks across all of you, then winces in pain again as this purple energy veins begin to pump through its body and begin to pull magical or life essence or something into the parasite. The parasite is using... I did get 3d6 out. The parasite is using its consume life to consume the dragon's life and heal itself.
Tell it that we don't like that and we wish it to stop.
So it heals some of the life force, it heals some of the damage that Elodie had done to it, while also causing damage to the dragon. The dragon, you watch as the insectoid moves, and the dragon, seemingly trying to fight whatever it's trying to tell it to do, looks up towards Elodie, and it breathes in, and you watch as the fire goes up through the neck and smoke begins to billow out of the mouth, and it fires a shot of fire towards you, Elodie.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
That's a natural 20. Oh, no!
That will hit, yeah.
It's a good thing you are resistant to fire damage. Okay, so that is going to be 10 plus 2 9s. Okay, so that's going to be 28 points of fire damage, half to 14. And any items that you are... you're wearing and carrying things, so none of that stuff gets set on fire. But you do take...
Please don't set her fire. Her books can't catch fire again.
They didn't catch fire to start with. We're still not really... That's another thread we've not had time for. What is up with Elodie's book? But anyway... No clothes on fire. We're okay.
Yeah, but you get smacked with this fire and it sort of dissipates out around you, and the dragon looks towards you. It then runs towards the lava pit, or gallops towards, or moves towards the lava pit, jumps and dives into it, and you watch as it swims. You don't watch, but it swims underneath the lava and hops out the other side, and it makes its way towards... It runs around where Bram is.
Oh, hello.
Hello there, as you attacked it. So, Bram, as it runs past you...
really far.
Yep, it has a bonus action to be able to move as well. Bram, you are going to take 7 points of fire damage as this dragon runs past you, and a trail of fire is left behind it.
Halved?
Half. You will get to half it, yeah.
Yeah.
7 half to 3.
No, my temp.
And it ends its movement close to where Fasania is.
So it's top leftish
Yes.
area? Fantastic.
It's in the top left area at the minute. At the end of its turn, that is going to make it Vasania's turn.
Fantastic. So I would like to go, so I am essentially between it and the horde.
Yep.
So if it turns, but I kind of say I want to be catty corner to it, and then. I mean, it could knock me into the lava, but if it wants to breathe a weapon on me, the horde is behind me. And then side on. Okay, first I want to do bonus action hex on the dragon.
On the parasite?
On the parasite.
No, the dragon. If you want Elodie to Ember to bind it, then it'd be the dragon is the thing that's moving.
Except, yeah, so any bonuses I get from hex and on damage wouldn't be on the parasite itself, though, unless we count it as a singular being, but they're not yet. So I'm just going to bonus action hex.
Just remember that hex doesn't affect saving throws; it only affects ability checks.
Oh, well, in that case, do it on the parasite.
Warlock nonsense. Or you can do it on wisdom, and then it has disadvantage on perception if you're trying to hide. That's not so much of an issue.
Try doing the binding just on the parasite. It might stop it from doing it on the dragon. Sorry.
Oh, actually, just read something here. 1 second. For Sonia, before at the end of its turn, you would have taken 7 points of fire damage halved as it moved within 10 feet of you. So it has a fiery aura.
It's fine, 10 hit points gone. No, but here's the thing, because if it's using its grip to hold on as well, that's technically a strength thing.
Yeah, like if you were grappling it, then that's an acrobatics. So if it's not a saving throw.
Now that you're this close to it, you can see that whatever its legs are, whether they're pincers or just legs, they have pierced into the skin of this dragon. So
more than just holding on.
It's more than just holding on. It's like you said earlier, it's pretty much fused to it, but it's still two separate beings.
Could I do an insight check to try and see? I do an insight check to work out what hex would hurt it the most. And be mostly.
Is insight your highest stat? Your highest plus?
I mean athletics, but yeah, insight is my highest non-personality based.
Okay, yeah, roll that then. Because I was going to say if your Arcana was higher, you could roll that, but yeah, you can roll.
Nah,
no, my look again. I was really smart in my part of the world, but I've been away from my reports in a part of the world I do not understand, and so now I have minuses.
Oh,
That's fair.
I used to be really good. That is a 21.
21, and the question was again, sorry?
I want to cast a hex on the parasite, but I want to choose the right thing I'm hexing. But, so it doesn't seem to be draining power through, an intelligence or wisdom, so hexing that would make that weaker, or does it seem to have, as well as the piercing, a kind of a strength, so making that, what, as I battle analyze it, do I think its primary power is that weakening that would make it easier for us?
It looks like, from just a quick glance at it, that the life energy that's being drained from it is not, in game terms, the dragon is not rolling a saving throw against it. The parasite can just do that no matter what. You get the feeling that if you were to cast Hex on this dragon or on the parasite, you would be casting it literally for the bonus damage, and that choosing any of its stats probably isn't going to make a difference unless it unattaches itself from the dragon, in which case strength would probably be the thing you want to go for.
So I'll go for the original plan then, which is bonus action Hex on the parasite, and then I'm going to side on try and stabby it.
Make me a stabby attack against the parasite.
is... Ooh, that's good. 25.
25 hits. Please roll some of those Damagios.
You. Oh, DiMaggio. 12. Plus, what does Hex give me? I know my own spells. D6. And that is a... Okay, so 12 slashing, 4 necrotic.
Slashing. Hang on 1 second. Brain just went. Ha! You feel that the necrotic damage that is done to it did not do as much as what the slashing damage did.
I'm debating whether to pump a smite into it.
Doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I
the
think-
damage.
Yeah.
When you can,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, so I'm going to add in...
Smite. Right.
Yeah.
Smite is right.
12 points of radiant damage. Is it undead?
It's not undead, no.
No, it's just 12. It's not a fiend, so 12 points of radiant damage. I've got 2 spell slots.
As you smite into this creature and the magical energy leaves the Aether's sword and slashes into it, the creature withers and the tail just falls off and it begins to shrink in size as it takes a heavy amount of damage from the radiant. It seems that it might be vulnerable to it.
Okay, so yeah, I'll pass on. Yeah, the weapons do their job. Necrotic doesn't work as much as you think it should, but radiant does a lot.
Noted.
Is that the end of your turn, Vasania?
Yeah, I'm right in melee with it, so I'm just gonna make sure that I am in direct line of if it's turning its head and the horde. So if it can't breathe fire on me without affecting its own stuff.
Awesome. So it will. It moves to Valak's turn, and Valak is still stood at the bottom of the stairs, hasn't had a chance to move yet, but is going to see the dragon has sort of turned to look towards Vesania, and is going to run down to the south. And as he begins running down to the south, he sort of gets ready and sort of jumps over the first little lava stream that there is, because it's about a 5-foot gap. So he's just able to jump over that and land on the other side. He's a dwarf, he can jump far. And he makes his way round, and you watch as he sort of swirls his hands round, and the arcane runes begin to form in his hand. And as he does that, as he does that with one hand, the other hand comes out and grabs the hilt of a crossbow, which has an aether bolt attached to it, and he points it down and fires it towards the dragon. It hits the wall as you rolled a natural 1.
No.
It's like, damn it! I thought I'd be a bit more helpful. Sorry. And
The voice of his adopted father is like, you need to focus when you're firing things, even in a storm.
and another bolt appears with runes in the crossbows. He fires again. In fact, he's got a repeating crossbow, so it just loads another one and fires. Because that's cool. Oh, he does hit that time.
Okay, I'm proud of you now, son. That's right, I'm calling you son. Don't get too big about it.
That's too much damage. This
It's
one.
400.
Oh, that's not very good. But he does do an amount of damage to the creature as it winces in pain yet again. Just before the end, or at the end of Valak's turn, the dragon is going to make an attempt to pounce on Visania, which means it's going to move half its movement speed. It doesn't need to move the full movement speed because it's quite close to you anyway, and it is going to attempt to do a rend attack against you. So that is going to be a dice roll.
Is Visania near me? Because we're on that side.
You're behind you're behind a pointy rock, and Visania is up closer to the north.
Good to know.
You're essentially opposite sides of this dragon.
Nat 20?
Yeah.
Wow. Ah. Oh, I hope your guardians are trying to bring you back, because... Oh, God.
So that's going to be 22 points of slashing damage and 5 points of fire damage, which you'll half to 2. As it just rakes its claw across your entire body, because its claw is the size of your body, and threatens to throw you into the lava. But we will move to the top of the round, and Elodie, it is your turn, or Ember, should I say? Top of round 2.
How is Visenya looking?
A little. I'm still above half health.
Okay. Because, well, at this point, it's like, do I send Corvu to do a heal, or do I shoot it still?
I think I can take another one. I think I wouldn't be able to take a third.
Yeah.
But I can take a second.
So, Ember, we're gonna, given that we can't, we don't think that we can actually affect its strength at all. We'll try anyway. So starts drawing a symbol in the air. We'll try it on the dragon first. I know it's got a high strength, but can it try a strength saving throw, please?
I rolled a 4 or a 10.
Then it fails. The spike at the heel of Exegriff swipes across Ember's thumb as this symbol is infused with sort of sparkly blood magic that throws. I've amplified this curse. The dragon, for 1 minute, cannot move. Has no speed, cannot take reactions. It can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, though. So we'll get to try a saving throw again shortly. But for the moment, it cannot move. And then as an action, I'm going to shoot it again. I'm going to fly down. So it's come over to this other side, right, where everyone is. So I'm now within 30 feet of it, right?
It's to the north. It's in where the bigger of the pits, where that big pit is. It's on the sort of upper sort of grid area. So where that pointy rock is, it's around that sort of area.
Okay, but I can fly within 30 feet. I can fly, so I am within 30 feet of it, so I'm not rolling at disadvantage then.
Yes.
Sweet. That's not great. That's a 14.
14 does not hit, unfortunately.
Dang. I have a bardic inspiration.
Yeah, you do.
How does a 19 sound?
19 will hit if you're aiming for the parasite, and also if you're aiming for the dragon.
I'm definitely aiming at the parasite.
Yeah.
Great. In that case, that's another 19 aetherite damage, please.
Yes. That does a heavy amount of damage to this insectoid, and it looks like it's still going just.
All right, that's the turn.
Awesome. Okay, Abraham, your turn.
I move around. Actually, because it's almost like I can run under it. Where as I go, just stab up with the rapier. I'm serpentine. I'm moving. Does a 21 hit?
21 does hit.
So with the rapier, it is 5 points of piercing.
Yes.
And as I go past Visalia, I'm like, "You got this. Don't worry about it." That means that you, fortunately, now have. It's 4. It's 4 temporary hit points as I rally. Look, sometimes you have a big, inspiring speech, and sometimes you're like, "Hey, don't worry about it."
Hey, you got this.
I'll take it.
You got this. Yeah. So, I think I've moved, so I'm on the other side, but not. I don't think I'm standing next to Vez, but like we're nearby, so just sort of, just generally kind of keeping an eye. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. End of your turn.
Action, bonus action, got my reaction.
Awesome. Okay, so at the end of your turn, it is going to attempt to make a rend attack against you using a legendary action.
Rude.
Oh, God. That's a 14 to hit you.
Clunk, clunk.
No, as that bounces off of your shield, and then moving on to its turn, you watch as the parasite, which is now very small, begins to drain more life out of the dragon. Oh my God.
Stop that.
Gets a fair amount of hit points back from that.
Does the dragon look...
Dragon looks... No, dragon's nowhere near like bloodied or anything like that. For game purposes, the dragon started on full health.
Okay.
Can I? It's this is not an attack. This is just the thing that you say it can do.
Yes, it's something that it can do. Yeah.
So you wouldn't say that this parasite is technically attacking the dragon.
No, it does have an attack, but that's not its attack.
Fine, cool. Okay, good to know.
Let Talia choose the rules.
Yeah, it's being an attacker. Rebuke it. It's being violent.
That's what I've got my eye on.
Yeah.
Elodie, how high up are you?
Ember. Well, I guess because I flew 30 feet, I wouldn't actually have been that high up. When I flew this turn, when I kind of flew over, I guess would have gone at a diagonal, but I can't be 30 foot in the air because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to travel as far, so probably about 15 foot.
Okay, so I would say that you are all within a 30-foot cone then, as it breathes out at all of you. Can you all make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Point of order, I am in between it and the horde.
You are.
Oh, if Visania is between it and the horde, then it's nowhere near where Ember is. Like I'm sort of, I flew. So I'm on the sort of the west bank of the.
Oh yeah, that's where Visania is as well. The lava pit is behind Visania.
Oh right, okay. All right. Well.
I need some dice.
6.
X's. Oh, that's good. Good for me. Well done, me.
Well done, you.
15 for Ember.
15 for Ember. What did Visania get?
21.
21. And what did Abraham get?
6. It's a new body, you know. How do feet work?
Okay, so anybody who failed is going to take 55 points of fire damage, which will be halved.
What was the fail condition? What was the fail DC?
17.
Okay.
Okay. So half 27?
Yep, 27 will be halved, and then Visania will then half that again to 13.
Oh, thank God.
Because you passed.
Ouchie. Let's roll con. Oh, I get a nat 20 on that. I keep my resistance.
Oh, yes, I've got the
just remember you've all got resistance to fire damage. And yeah, same.
And
the
Go Cuz.
Dragon will attempt to break out of the seal of minding at the end of its turn.
Are you saying that the dragon is the one that fought us and not the parasite controlling the dragon?
Interesting.
The dragon is fighting you, but it's being controlled by the parasite.
So, would you say that it's actually the parasite attacking us and not the dragon?
Parasite is the one being violent, encouraging the violence.
I would argue the car hit you and not the driver.
What are you angling for, Talia?
Rebuke the violent immediately.
Yeah.
Attacker deals damage to someone other than me.
Right. Rebuke the violent is the one where you do the damage to the source of the attack, isn't it?
So it would.
So it would go against the dragon.
It says after an attacker, in which I am saying that the dragon is merely the vehicle for the attack, but the driver, who is the attacker, is the parasite.
But the vehicle is still technically the attacker because it's the thing doing the damage to you.
Just remember, we will remember this, Josh, when it comes to your own characters.
I know.
We all DM now.
Yeah.
But you can do it against the dragon if you want to.
I'll do it against the dragon.
The dragons are bad, I think, I hope.
I'll do it if I have to, but I don't want.
There's more important things going on and mechanics being discussed, which is very important. I would just like to flag Ember did a big old scream at that attack, and it's not looking well.
Oh,
Interesting.
fun.
Very not well.
I rolled a 9 on my strength saving throw to break out of the seal, so
Then
don't.
it cannot move.
Yep. So at the end of its turn, it can't do a legendary action at the end of its own turn, so it is Visania's turn.
Well, I hear the scream. I am locked in melee at the moment, and I don't have any long distance healing spells. I do have a potion.
It's fine. Ember will look at you. If you look up at Ember, I mean, she looks like she's barely staying in the air, but says, "Deal with it. It's nearly done." That was not a Welsh accent, but you get the idea.
I'm from the valleys.
I spent too much time in Cardiff.
What's occurring?
Probably come. Come on.
Okay, I'm going to try and hit it. That is a dirty 20.
That will hit.
Thank you. So that is going to be. It's more into it as well. 6. 11 points of slashing, 4 points of necrotic, and if I can do math, 7 points of radiant.
How do you want to do this?
Oh!
That
I think-
radiant.
As I see Ember, like, on the verge of life and kind of standing at cross angles with Ram, I just want to make sure that this gets done fast, and I'm just going to take the sword and just swish it round, and with a precision that I am very happy to have back again, just cleanly kind of lift up the parasite and drag it out, and then kind of get it on the tip of that sword.
You do that. You cut this parasite down, and you now hear its own sort of like audible screeching noise as it sort of withers up, like as if you put salt on it, and it crumples away and just fades away into dust. The dragon sort of begins to lull, and because it was quite close to the lava pit, it just falls forward into the lava and sinks down. Can't quite see it.
But we need the dragon to not be in the lava.
I roll an
It can't
8.
move.
Yes,
It
it
can't
can't.
move. It has to collapse where it is.
Yeah, let me do it.
You just
No,
want
sorry.
Should
Yeah,
not be in the
collapses.
lava.
It collapses on the floor in front of you.
Also, I think for Vez was doing this, Ember takes 6 hit points as Bram casts healing word as this is going. You know, it was. I know we're kind of out of combat, but it was that sort of thing. Like, cool, you're doing that hit. I'm going to shout encouraging words. So there you go.
You watch as Valak, as the combat ends, and I shall change the music back. You watch as Valak runs over, and he's like, "Quick, help me get it into the lava."
Oh, right, okay.
We'll let go of like as Ember sort of float falls down to ground level. Wings still out, just looking ragged. We'll sort of let go, and the red sparkly shimmer over the dragon sort of dissipates, and she'll down a healing potion as well.
Yeah. Help me push. Just push. We need to get him in the lava quickly.
Cool. Do you want us to roll something?
Yes, everybody can roll athletics. Make it a group challenge. Check.
I can use... Okay, yeah, I can use one of my superiority dice, so I'll add that to my athletics. So look.
Yeah, this is one of the areas in which I will be no help to anyone.
You did a good job. Don't worry.
Super well. I only rolled 13, so that's a dirty 20. I rolled low.
25.
Okay.
9.
I am mostly happy from underneath because it did fall on top of me.
That's 3 natural 20s overrolled. Valak rolled a natural 20 on his strength check. So it pushes. You all are able to push Farafar, and you watch as his body slumps into the lava, and it floats for a second before sinking. Don't worry, he'll be fine. He's not going to melt or anything from it. He just needs to regenerate, I think is the correct term. He needs. So in the meantime,
He needs to, like a phoenix, be reborn.
basically needs to get his power back. So in the meantime, why don't we go over to the Horde and we can start looking for that cipher you're here for?
Right.
So, I need to stop bleeding for a second.
I mean, do you...
Well, cure wounds you as well.
Oh yeah. Hang on. No, Valak also failed that, so he looks very burnt up as well because he was within range to get hit by that. So he took the full 53 points of damage as well.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness.
I'll give Valak... Valak, please take... it's something. It's 5 hit points as a
Thank
healing
you.
word.
He was on 2.
Oh, God. I can also use my second wind on myself, so I'll do that. Healing up.
Thank you.
And Vez gets 18.
Darling.
Cool. Oh, I got 12 hit points. What a lucky young thing I am.
Valak went down to 2. Ember was
Valak.
on 1.
Oh, bud. You don't...
Oh dear, I'm sorry.
Even with the resistance, is your
Even
HP
with the resistance.
Wow.
Without the resistance,
You
would
would've-
have been out in the first fire breath.
Probably would have died by the sound of it. Like over your maximum threshold or whatever it is.
Not in one go.
Oh, okay.
But actually, from that second fire breath, no, I wasn't low enough health for you to have completely won and outed.
Have you considered becoming a chunky fighter type?
No, I do terrible science and fly out the way.
Valak leads you all over to the lava pit. There's a couple of like little bridges and things that you can use to cross over. They're not on the map that I've provided because that was put together quite quickly, but you can go over them. And he leads you to the Horde. What did you say it was you were looking for? Something to be able
Cipher.
to read. Right. A cipher to be able to read an ancient language, yes?
Old text, yeah.
Old text, right. Actually, yes, I know what it is. He walks
good.
over to a large book that is within the Horde, and he picks the book up and he starts flicking through it. He's not very tidy, but this is his inventory. Starts flicking through it.
Oh.
There it is. That would be in that chest over there. And he makes his way over to the chest and opens it up, and he pulls out a pair of glasses. A pair of spectacles, the sort that have the magnifying glasses that go across. I'm thinking National Treasure sort of glasses. Yeah, and he brings them over. Here you go. These are the glasses that you'll need. As I explained to you before, ciphers are an ancient form of magic item that do various different things. These ones will allow you to read an ancient language. There'll be others that allow you to breathe underwater or various other things. They can only be used once or twice, depending on the item. This one only has one charge, and it will allow the person who wears them to learn the ancient language.
Oh.
Okay, that's quite good then. So,
But it's one use only.
yeah, no, our friend needs to read old text, so we'll give that.
I was really hoping Elodie would get conflicted there.
Well, the thing is, Josh, a couple of episodes ago, you said that her shadow took her darkness with her, and I've been thinking ever since about all the moments where Elodie might have done a thing and then hasn't,
That's true.
including
This
them.
is look. A couple of us are now pure and fresh little children with no sin in us.
There's only straight like glasses on.
I can read ancient Greek now. Like, okay.
But Visenya is on. It does not make tactical sense for me to, but I can hold this.
That would be a really fun energy to go back with Perry and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we didn't find it." But I mean, if you wanted me to read the text, I could give it.
Translate for you if you like.
Fuck you two for being pure and innocent now.
Yes, you have acquired the glasses or the cipher that will allow you to read the ancient text. Right.
Speaking of people doing slightly sneaky things, is there anything else in this hoard that looks vaguely cool?
I was gonna say I would love to steal a weapon, but I'm not. No, I would hate to do a crime.
You're pure and innocent. I will do the crime.
Agnes did ask us to look out for something in here that might be interesting to some sort of clockworky Smith person.
Yeah. I think without having to do any sort of sneaky, steely sort of things, some time passes in order for the glasses to be found and the book to be read through and stuff. And you feel the sort of rumbling within the lava again, and coming out of it, now the size of the largest pit is this large gargantuan drake, and as the lava falls off of it and it is there looking down at you to the point where its body can't come out of the pit without it crushing you, it is that big. You watch as flames begin to encompass over its body, and stood in front of you is a small dwarven figure. Very old dwarf, old dwarven priest wearing Peltos's robes. Well, I'm sorry. That was quite a lot. Rubs his chest.
Are you all right, sir?
I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you for all of the work you have done. My name is Farafar. I am a Grand Priest to Peltos, or at least I was.
Well, technically, I think he's still. We've got a lot to tell you. I'm the new champion of Peltos, so I got asked to help. Well, welcome back.
My champion. My champion.
He's not quite the champion yet. He's the next one.
And then down, yeah.
No. You are the champion of Peltos. When you are ready, you will become his avatar. But right now, you are his champion. You need something. You need something that will represent you as his champion. And he moves around. Where's my book? And Valak hands the book over. He's like, thank you.
I'm a champion, but I don't think I'm going to become an avatar of the light.
I was wondering about that. You're gonna take on your guardian.
Not all champions become avatars.
No, I think if I'm an avatar, it's of something else that they were trying to make me not.
Is that something that they teach you in champion school?
At school?
Did you not go?
Well, they ought to, because there seems to be a lot of confusion.
We went to an academy and I got taught one very specific thing.
It is very rare for a guardian to choose a champion that has not gone through the correct educational training. So the fact that there seems to be two of you means that something bad is happening in the outside world.
Well, Visanya is special, so.
Valsania is special. A lot of bad. We can catch you up later. A lot of bad stuff's happening, but we're glad you're back. That's good. That's a curve back to the positive.
Thank you. I found what I need, and he disappears and almost Scrooge McDuck style dives into the treasure, starts moving around, and he comes out. Before he comes out, you watch as a flaming sword comes out of the pile, and he comes out. He's like, a weapon fit for a champion, and he hands it over to you.
Thank you, sir. That's very kind. Just like Oh God!
Just
Try
looks
not-
at Visenya. This is going to go to his head, isn't it?
Absolutely. I want to know what happens if you kind of tries to smush together that fiery sword with the one that Elodie tried to give him. Does it become like one fancy style weapon?
The one Elodie gave him was a plain rapier.
Yeah, but it looks prettier. So I'm just wondering if it becomes
it does.
flame sword but pretty.
What is your preferred weapon, Tom? Are you strength based or dex based?
Strength.
Okay, so this is a longsword. This is a firebrand longsword.
A firebrand longsword, more like. Ha 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 ha! Bardic humour.
Where's my boo card?
I am canonically a father. I'm allowed to do dad jokes.
Bram, not Tom. Unless Tom's. Anyway,
Look. In the dark of the night, and you see eyes in the dark going, "Take your child back," and I'm like, no. Anyway, magic sword, amazing. Fire longsword, firebrand.
firebrand. As a bonus action, you can ignite the blade, and any attacks you do after that will do an additional 2d6 of fire damage on top of what it normally does.
Wow. Thanks, thanks, Grandad, question mark.
I mean, you are the champion of Peltos, so I need to make sure that you are equipped. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the other relics here, so I can't give them to you. They are in other temples, but I mean, your friends, you must want stuff as well. You all helped me with that terrible parasite, so please, what would you like? I'll see if I have it.
Only.
A what, sorry?
What?
We broke Talia. Talia broke herself.
We didn't even hear what you said.
Pony.
Oh, a pony. And there is one right there.
Give
Oh,
the
no,
woman a
it's
flaming
grilled.
pony.
It's flame pony tar. There we go.
Good afternoon. Oh, a fellow champion, you see. I'm the horse champion.
Right. You young lady with the strange I'm not strange, but with the feathers.
Yes,
You look like you are a ranged sort. Is that correct?
I work with pistols and bows, yes.
Take these. And he puts his hands into the coins and pulls out 2 braces. Put these on. You can have these.
Looks at them. What are they?
Don't let the name fool you. They are called braces of archery, but they will work with any ranged weapon that you have. So,
Thank you very much. Puts them on.
braces of archery give you a +2 bonus to your damage on ranged attacks.
It's already pretty spicy.
And yourself, you look familiar. Do I know you? Hira?
Granddaughter, Visenya.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Right. You look like you're more of the armored type. I have some armor you could take if you'd like.
Sure.
Yes. This is very, very strong armor, and he pulls out. I would have offered it to the champion, but the champion doesn't look like he wears this type of armor. Here you go. This is adamantine plate armor.
Ooh.
Hey.
So that is 18 AC standard, and you are now immune to critical hits.
I like
Unfortunately, there's nothing else I can really give you, unless you want to take some gold with you.
No.
I've got this strange orb, and he pulls out an orb.
Right.
It looks like it's one of those things you can funnel a lot of magic into, and it powers. It's like a power source.
Oh.
We can find a home for that.
Yeah. No. We got some. Bit of
Item for Agnes achieved.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like, oh, that's a. So, well, again, you've done a good job. Welcome
Thank
back. So, I talked to Peltos. You've obviously been out for a while. I think what we're hoping is maybe we get the temple up again, offering a place of sanctuary. There's these creatures called the Drowners.
I know of the Drowners, yes.
Yeah, so down the hill there's a settlement of people on this island, and maybe there's also not been much communication with the mainland. I think maybe it's the idea we start the process again, offer this place as a sanctuary, do some healing, maybe we can find some paladins or something, so we can start doing some good in the world.
Right, yes, I will work with Lady Hera to make sure that the people at the settlement of Marley's Rest are well cared for. When you say you want to bring paladins back to Peltos, does that mean that the Church of Balance doesn't exist anymore?
No, the Church of Balance still exists. I just
who's in charge of it?
I assume there's the whatever the fantasy version of Pontifex is. There is some great.
Besania knows that the Grand Priest of the Church of Balance is somebody who works within the Imperium.
Yeah. So. Not supposed to be them, I think, but they're an Imperium. A Tarragon.
Oh.
Okay, then I am going to hold off on trying to recruit any new members for the moment while the Church of Balance is corrupt as it is.
Oh no, we can't fight the church now.
I'm going to fight the church. I'm supposed to fight the church. I don't want to fight. I'm fighting so many people, guys.
Hey. This is also my problem now, so I don't think Ember needs to worry about the church, but Ember, do you want to go fight, like, a priest?
I mean, churches, cults, they're all very similar, aren't they?
Looking around like the bottom of this temple. If misused, then yes, but something else to worry about. Anyway, we're not making paladins, just, reach out to Miss Hera and see if we can start helping again.
Okay, I will definitely do that. Please take some gold, and he starts just pushing gold with his arm into a bag.
We don't need to.
Here you go.
You know how much Sunny's treats cost. Your son will need snacks. Take the money.
Okay.
Children are expensive.
Peltos' blessings upon you all.
You have been most generous and kind.
Thank you. You can put 500 gold each.
Hey.
That is so much gold, guys. That is like 500 goats.
There's too many goats to look after.
That is. Wow. Wow.
I think at that point we are going to end the session. I think because we've gone over a little bit. So, well. That's where we're going to end tonight's session for our friends here. We are going to have an after credit scene. I was thinking about doing this in a later episode, but I want to do it now. So I'm going to do it now. As we see our 3 away team members, the camera pulls out and we begin travelling south, following the winds along as storms part, storms form, and we come to a familiar town, the town of Merkstead, near the top of the cliff facings where Solomon's mercenary company's ruins currently are. The scaffolding has been put up, and you can see that some of the brickwork and things have been started on the walls and things to rebuild this place. We watch as a figure lands in the sort of yard area, and their wings retract into themselves. Their elongated form shrinks down and begins to change to more natural colours as Minerva has taken on the full appearance of Elodie, has to sort of push the jaw back into place and shrink down the mouth so they don't look too out of place, and they shut their eyes and shake their head and open, and the whites, the black of the eyes have now turned white like Elodie's, and she begins walking around with a big human look grin on their face, looking over the different buildings, the different things that have been built, and wiping their fingers across it and just fiddling with it like a dust. We watch as she sniffs at the air, smiles, and looks down towards where the vault is. And as she begins to walk towards it, we see a figure coming out from the vault, holding a large tray with an apron on, walking with a stick. We see Rodney. Oh, Miss Elodie, I didn't know you lot were back. How are you all? As a sword impales him in the stomach and is ripped out of the side, and blood pours out and he falls to the floor. Oh, Miss Elodie, what are you doing? The Minerva puts her foot on Rodney's throat, sniffs. Oh, interesting. She moves down towards his leg and rips the trouser leg where you can see the wound. Oh, I'm going to have some fun with you. And she drips some of her aether into his wound as he begins writhing in pain. Minerva then descends down into the vault, and the vault doors begin to open, and Solomon steps out. Elodie, what are you doing here? I didn't realise you were going to be back. Wait a minute, you're not Elodie. And you watch as his eyes begin to crackle with lightning, and he goes to charge towards Minerva, but before anything happens, the wings sprout out behind her back and form into tentacles that shove into Solomon's stomach and shoulder and pin him up against the wall. And she just extends upwards and pulls herself towards him. Oh, I didn't realise you were here. Oh, excellent. Oh, power. And she just bites into his neck, and you watch as this electricity pulls out from Solomon and the colour begins to drain from his face, and she just erupts in pain. She erupts in glee. Excellent. Throws his body to the floor. He breathing lightly. She holds her hand out down this long corridor, and you hear a noise as a lead-bound box slams into her hand. She unclicks it and opens it. Bites into the aether that was in the box, and her form begins to bubble and change. And then just from behind her, you hear a voice. Miss Elodie? What's going on? Why? Are you okay? And you turn around and you can see Sonny is stood there at the bottom of the stairs. Mr. Rodney's hurt. Can you come and help me? Me and Oro need some help. Johanna's ran down to get Cardin. And as she turns round, Minerva turns round and looks. Sonny winces in pain. What's going on? Why? Why are you like, ow, why? What's going on? I thought you got rid of that. And as Minerva dives towards Sonny, there is a bright flash of light. And that is where we are going to officially end tonight's session. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. We are Roll Together RPG. If you'd liked what you've seen, we do D&D content on Mondays from 6 p.m. UK time. If you're watching us on YouTube, please do consider liking this video, commenting down below, and subscribing to the channel, because it helps the algorithm let us know what you like so we know what to make more of for you. Massive thank you to our sponsors and supporters, and to the D20 Club and Dice Heads on Patreon. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency per month, or one goat, which must be sent to Tom for curry goat reasons. We are going to go. We will see you all next time. Bye.